Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Throwback Thursday. Today we have our oldest throwback ever. We're going back to 1951 and we are breaking up a set that I purchased a few months ago back at the National. You may recall that I came across a seller that had the complete 1951 set for $30,000, which included a Mickey Mantle PSA 2.5. That's his rookie card, along with a Willie Mays PSA 4. So here you can see, I'm going to try to get the best possible angle so you can see the entire set right here from front to back. I have arranged all of these in random order. Now, there's spot numbers on the front. It goes from 1 all the way to way back here, 324. There's 324 cards in the set. Each and every one of these envelopes has a card in it. Some of the cards are great Hall of Famers. Guys like Ted Williams and Whitey Ford, rookie card, and Monty Irvin, and Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle. Now, the Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays, because when I put the slabs in here, it's super obvious where the Mays and Mantle is. You could just tell. So I actually put redemptions in 2 of these envelopes. So that way there's a little more like, otherwise you'd say like, oh, there's a huge slab right there. I can see a super thick envelope. So these are going to stay on screen the entire time. That way, when I randomize the spots, you'll not be able to say, oh, well, what if you like gave it to your buddy or whatever? I don't want any of that at all. So we're going to run a randomizer right now while all of these stay on the screen. I'm also recording with an iPad to the left. I've got an iPad filming all of this just in case we have a Ricky Henderson incident again when we had a power outage during the 1980 Topps break. So you can see that there's no tomfoolery going on. So with that, all that being said, we're going to start with a randomization. So I'm going to go to random.org. I've got my laptop here. I wonder if I can get this so we can see everything. It's not going to let me zoom out at all, unfortunately. So I'm going to move my laptop down here. As you can see, we'll just put it right in front of those cards. Hey, Mario S. just became a new member. Thank you, Mario. I appreciate that. So here's the list of all the people that bought in, and here are all of the names, all in order, in the order that they paid. 324 total names. It's going to take a little while, so just bear with me to copy and paste all of these. So we go down to Gabriel Rosas, who's our last person. Looks like I got them all. Hopefully I got them all. Looks like I did. We're going to drop that into this website called random.org, and we're going to randomize the spots 1 time. So here we go. I'm going to hit the randomize button, and it's going to spit out your names in some sort of random order. You can hear there's a storm. I don't know if you can hear this or not. There's an actual storm going on outside right now. So here's all the spots. I'm not going to read off 324 names. That will take forever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll through slowly, and then I am going to copy this and paste it into the description for this live stream so you can see where you're at. Now, if you see a double star next to your name, it means that you did not pay goods and services. So I might need your address if you're a newbie. I just did it for everybody. So obviously, like Michael Coleman, I have your address. You've been around for a long time. Same with James McGovern and so on. But every now and then there's people that this might be their first break, and then I can't find their shipping address because they paid friends and family, and then it's just a whole pain, and they might not check their PayPal email address because it might be an email address they made long ago, and they might not use it anymore. So here's all the spots. As you can see, we are going to continue rolling on down through, and then what I'll probably do is I'll probably print this out so we can have this maybe on screen at some point throughout the break. You can see that we're in the 180s, 190s, 200. So there's a lot of cards in this set now. This set is in really, really good shape. I don't know if you remember seeing the National, but there's a ton of great looking cards. And a lot of them would probably honestly get like a PSA 7 or so. Now the Mantle really, really got a what seems like an undergrade. I feel like the Mantle should have probably been graded out to maybe a 4. We'll talk a little bit about what that card's worth along with the Willie Mays here once we get started. I just want to show you all the spots from the randomizer down to spot number 324, which is Tobias. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to take this. I'm going to drop all of this into the description box for this video, and then we'll get started here in a minute. So I went live a little bit early today. I was actually, I think, 2 minutes early, which is kind of rare. Usually I'm kind of scrambling around trying to get into whatever case or find whatever box cutter or do this or do that. So the list, I'm going to drop that. I'm going to copy and paste. This computer's a little bit slow. Maybe I have too many tabs open. Now, the question is, whoever ends up getting this Mantle and Maze, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to sell it? Are you going to keep it? And I still have the spinny wheel of death right here. Here's what we're waiting on right now. I'm just, see that spinny, gosh darn spinny wheel right there? Waiting for that to go. Oh, there it goes. Finally went through. And of course, it did this. It gave all of your names with no number next to it. So let me try this again. That's disappointing. All right, so we'll do this one more time. I'm not going to randomize it one more time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste it with numbers next to it. I'm going to start a new Excel file. I'll copy and paste this same list from random.org. And I will do a fill series type deal where I start with number 1 and I scroll the whole way down and do a fill series down to 324. So it's just a little bit of extra work, but not too much. I see that Tobias is still 324. So let me go to data. Man, this computer is like 3 years old. It's just a little bit slow. Need to go to fill down, edit fill series. Working on my Excel skills here. Justin says, whoever gets the Mantle, I'll buy for $400 so you can make a profit. Well, you technically would be making a profit. That is for sure, because the buy-in was $112 on this, $112.99 per card. And I don't know. I probably would want to save it, and I don't know. Whoever gets it. The card itself, there's one 2.5 listed on eBay right now. It's $17,500. The card has sold anywhere from $20,000 to $12,500, depending on the when it sold. So, still working on getting this list copy and pasted into the text box for you guys, because honestly, there's 324 people in this break, and we've got 500 people right now in the room. There's probably some people that are not in the live chat. And I got the spinny wheel of death again. So we'll get started here in a minute, folks. Hopefully we get rolling by the 10-minute mark. Who mixed up the cards? I did. I did everything myself. I mixed up all the cards, but they were all pretty. They weren't exactly sequential. They were pretty much sequential. I mixed them all up, and it says your video description is too long. Okay, so that's the problem. All right, we've got to do this one more time. My video description is too long because there's 324 names. I'm going to take this list and I'm going to put it on Patreon for you guys. All right, so let me go to patreon.com. Sorry about all the delay, but we are, MLB Fan says, I was wondering if you'd give me the maze in exchange for the inconvenience. I'm not asking for much. MLB Fan is a huge troll of the channel. All I asked you is to send me proof that you actually paid $100 to a wrong email address, and I would send you $100 worth of cards. But now you're asking for a $10,000 card. You're a huge troll, and we'll see you later. You are blocked. All right, so let's go ahead now and go to a new posting. And we'll get started here in a second. I'm also going to print this list out. All right, so there it is. I've got the list put up. I'm going to publish it. For whatever reason, it came up without any kind of, you might have to control F your name, but there we go. It's all on Patreon right now. Yeah, it's off the screen because I don't want you to see like my Patreon login info and stuff like that, or any of that stuff. We also have that painting to give away tonight. So the Joey Votto painting that was shown off to you in last Wednesday's video. Remember that? It's about $1,000 painting. That is being given away tonight. All right, so I think we're pretty much good to go. I'm just going to print this list so you have a list on the screen. It's in size like 12 font though, so let me make it a little larger. We'll go like font size. Try to find one so the names aren't cut off. All right, I'm going to print this out and we'll be good to go in just a second. So if you're looking for the randomized list, we just randomized all the cards. We tried to put it in the video description box, but it was too long. So it's on Patreon right now. And I'm also printing it out, so I'll have a printer on the screen. You can also, if you really want to, you can scroll back to the front of the video and see where you fall. The randomizer was done on screen. All I'm doing right now is putting the spots in order. So the randomizer, all I'm doing right now is this stuff right here. We did this all on camera, and I'm just been trying to put everything in the right spot. All right, so hopefully this prints out nice and easy, so we have a complete list for you guys. How do you get your name on the list? Well, it's pretty simple. If you're a Patreon member, I put this up for sale not that long ago, maybe about a week ago or so. And if you wanted to get a spot, you just said that whatever spot that you wanted. I'll take one spot, two spots, whatever, and I send you a PayPal invoice, and then you pay it. All right, looks like this went through. I have to go run down to my printer and grab this, so I will be right back in about 30 seconds. Jason, thank you very much for the super chat. It says, good luck, everyone. What number do you think the Mantle or the Maze is in? Let me know. I'm going to go and get these papers. All right, we have the printouts and we're ready to get started. Good luck to everyone in this break. Well, every spot is for one card. And here we go. Here's the first 30 names. First up, we've got James Skythe. So James, here you go. Card number 1. For James, you have yourself, and by the way, these are all, a lot of them in impeccable shape. Walt Dubiel, 1951 Bowman, card number 283 of the set. You'll see that each and every card has just a little information on the back about them. It's actually pretty awesome. It's one of the, I don't know, definitely one of the great sets. Card number 2. This is for Lawson Bailey. Lawson Bailey, card number 2. Lawson Bailey, you have yourself a Frankie Frisch. Frankie Frisch. There's 324 spots in total. There's the back of the card. What other good rookies in there? There's a Whitey Ford in here. It's off condition. There's Monty Irvin in here as well. Another nice one. Card number 3 for Robert McIntyre. Card number 3, Robert McIntyre. You have yourself a Joe Coleman. Joe Coleman from, it looks like, the Philadelphia Athletics. So take a look at how the corners are so sharp on these cards. Now, I noticed when I was putting these in the envelopes, a lot of these were centered pretty well also. For 1951, you'd expect miscuts and stuff like that. The cards are great. So I thought that the cards are absolutely pristine. That's why I bought it. No, we're all sold out for this one. Next up, spot number 4. This one's for Michael Scazzari. Michael Scazzari, you have yourself a Barney McCoskey. Barney McCoskey. And by the way, most of the cards were not creased either. You're not going to find too many creases in this. So basically, the story behind the set was that it was, I don't know if it was an estate purchase or what, but the guy that was selling it for his buddy, and he got it from somebody that was painstakingly put this together a long time ago, and it was in some sort of like almost like a stamp binder or something like that, and each card was individually mounted. This is, by the way, card number 5, which is for Ryan Compa. Ryan Compa, you have Carl Erskine is the next one from the Brooklyn Dodgers. Here's the back of that card. And very nice one right there for spot number 5. 324 spots to get through. Michael Miller is next. Michael, you have yourself. Kyle says, I just subscribed to Patreon tonight. Did I miss the subscription box? Kyle, I'm still working on them. I'm feverishly trying to get everything out before my birthday on Tuesday. So I saw you sign up for the $99 tier. I will try my best to get that out ASAP. All right, Michael Miller, you have yourself a Bob Ramazzotti. Bob Ramazzotti from the Chicago Cubs is the next one. But man, look at the condition of the cards for 1951. Look at that. It's like, the corners are better than some of the cards you pull out of a Panini pack nowadays. All right, next, spot number 7. This is for Michael Jansta. Michael Jansta, spot number 7. You have yourself a Dale Mitchell. So this is one of the few off-condition cards. Looks like it may have had some tape on there at the top, but Dale Mitchell is spot number 7. The color is sick, says Josh Thompson. Yeah, it's definitely very nice color with all of these. Next, we have spot number 8. Spot number 8 is for Evan King. Evan, you have yourself a Hank Arft. Hank Arft is your next card. Some of these guys you haven't heard of before. Hank Arft is one that I have not heard of. His name was Bow Wow, so that's kind of cool. That's kind of like a newer school nickname, Bow Wow Arf. I wonder if they called him that because his last name kind of sounds like a dog barking, Arf, Arf. Next, we have spot number 9. This one's going to Adam. Adam C. has 2 spots. He's going to have himself a Ken Heinzelman. Ken Heinzelman is the next one. 3-9 record, pitched much better than that. It's so cool. Like they're talking about, yeah, like 2 years ago, in 1949, he had a 17-10 record. Man, that was like 70 plus years ago. That's crazy. Keep the hobby alive, says my dude, always killing it. Hope all is well. Keep the hobby alive. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. Here's our next spot. This is spot number 10, and it is for Michael Coleman. Michael, you have yourself a Eddie Juiced. Eddie Juiced. The Juiced is loose. A Cracker Jack Fielder. I don't even know what that means. What does a Cracker Jack Fielder mean? No clue on that one. Kind of cool to read the backs of some of these, just how the language and lingo has changed over the years. Next, we have Jake Bednar at spot number 11. Spot number 11 goes to Jake. It's Al Widmar. Al Widmar. I was a rookie in 1950 and pitched in 36 games for the Browns, winning 7 and losing 15. So that's a name we haven't heard of. Kind of cool to learn about some of these guys. That's spot number 11. Spot number 12 is for Raymond J. Seitzinger, a.k.a. Dreamer Believer. Here we go. Peds, I did get that plaque. I made a video about it last week. Andy Pafko. That's a nice one right there. Did you know that Andy Pafko is one of the greatest 1952 Topps cards because he's card number 1 in the set? So his card is just super expensive because it was usually trashed because it was always on the top of stacks. Kids would put those sets together. Andy Pafko, one of the best 52 cards, card number 12 for Raymond J. Seitzinger. Congratulations on that one. Robert said I had a beautiful Nellie Fox rookie card from this set. Another great rookie in this set. Hey, yeah, Nellie Fox will be coming up. Spot number 13, Michael Coleman has this one. Michael Coleman has himself Don Richmond. Don Richmond. Very, very nice corners on the Don. The back of it says, looks like he was a minor league, I don't know, with Rochester last season, so back and forth. Actually, tops in the International League. The redemption cards are in the card savers as well. So I made 2 redemption cards for the 2 graded cards and put them in there now. Don't make fun of my redemption cards. They look bad, but I tried my best to do it. Like I said, I made redemption cards because otherwise you'd be able to see exactly where the maze or mantle would be because it would be super thick. Jared says these cards are in crazy good shape. That's one of the main reasons I bought it. Here's number 14. This one is going to Michael Coleman again. So back to back, Michael Coleman. Spot number 14. You've got Eddie Yost. Eddie Yost as your next one. It looks like it just came right out of a pack. Eddie Yost, 1951 Bowman. Might have a little bit of, you'll see this on the back. I think that's wax from the back of where they were sealed. Very, very nice one right there. Next up, spot number 15. Spot number 15, this one is for Michael Scazzari. Michael Scazzari, it's spot number 15. Let's see what you've got. You've got yourself a Howie Polet, or Polet. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Howie Polet. And the back of the card says in 37, he pitched in 37 games, winning 14 and losing 13. Back then, they had like 4-man rotations. Tony says, most people kept their cards in shoe boxes back then, and that's why all of them have soft corners. So this is pretty rare. I'm not sure if whoever put this set together pulled them right out of the pack and put them right in this binder. I wish I would have asked for the binder as well. You can see it a little bit in the national video. The thing was ancient looking. Here's number 16. This is for Michael Miller. Michael Miller, you have yourself a Paul Lehner. Paul Lehner. So this is one that's a little off condition. It's not as great as the other ones. But Paul Lehner from the Philadelphia or I guess the St. Louis Browns, it says there. Oh, yeah, he was with the Philadelphia A's there. Born in 1920. I wonder if any of these guys are still around. Trevor, I paid 30 grand for the set. And, yeah, looking for the Whitey Ford rookie card, Rob. It's going to be pretty... Now, the Whitey Ford it's off condition for sure, but this one that would grade out to a 1. And that's the thing, says, should have had Olivia made the redemptions. I should have had her do that. That would have been a nice thing for her to do tonight. She was she had soccer practice tonight. It was storming, and they had her still playing soccer, like practicing because they really want the #1 seed. So she was all soaked. I had to get a hot shower, and then she was just kind of like underneath the blanket tonight. But 17, Chris Kelly. Chris, you have yourself a Earl Johnson. Earl Johnson is the next one. Ted Williams is in this set with the Detroit Tigers. Spent most of his career with the Red Sox. He was born in 1919. He would be 102 years old if he's alive right now. That's how old he would be. I'm not sure if he is or not. More than likely not, but you never know. Next, in spot number 18, this is for Jeremy Taylor. Jeremy, you have yourself and Alfonso Carrasquel. That's kind of a cool picture right there. I like the background. Like, it looks like this is in his backyard with a white picket fence. Rob Hirsch says Monty Irvin rookies in this. This set is stacked. Yeah, this is one of the best. But honestly, this is probably the best Bowman set that you could buy. Think about it. Willie Mays rookie card. Mickey Mantle rookie card, Monty Irvin rookie card, Whitey Ford rookie card, Ted Williams is in here, other Hall of Famers as well, like Bob Feller. I'm not sure when Bob Feller's last year card is, but there's a Bob Feller card in this set, which is an awesome, awesome card. Here's number 19 for Joe Smolt. Joe Smolt is up right now in number 19. He's got himself a Bob Miller. Bob Miller from the Phillies right there. And began his rookie season by winning 8 straight games for the Phillies and then slowed down by a sore shoulder. I wonder what happened to him. Usually shoulders are the kiss of death for pitchers, especially probably back then when they didn't really have any other means. You blow out your elbow, you're done. Just ask Sandy Koufax. Here's spot number 20. Sean Alvarez is up right now. Yeah, Yogi Bear is in this set as well. There'll be a Yogi. Hal White is the next card. I mean, like, what do you think? I'm saying, like, you send this away, you're getting a PSA 7 or PSA 8, honestly. Who knows? Like, maybe even a PSA 9 or something like that. These cards are, some of them are just immaculate. They told me that, so yeah, these cards by themselves, like, if you would just go look this up on eBay, you'd probably be able to find a Hal White for, like, I don't know, $10 or something like that. But if you get this grade and get, like, a PSA 8 on it or PSA 9, it's going to be worth a whole bunch more than $100. 1951. There's not a whole big population count for cards that are this old and in this good condition. I wish that they still had. I still wish they PSA was taking cards for like $20 per card instead of what it costs now. Spot number 21, this one is for Joe Smolt again. Joe Smolt, your next card is going to be a Gus Zernial. Gus Zernial is the next one right there. Nice looking card. Gus Zernial for Joe. Spot number 22 coming up. Let's see who it's going to be. Do I have the Mantle in my collection? No, I do not. I kind of always made mention that it was just going to be a placeholder, this card. Eventually, I'll go back and get it, but spot number 22 is for Chris Kelly. Chris has himself a Maurice McDermott. Interesting looking facial expression right there from Maurice. Maurice McDermott. String bean. Maury is a highly regarded left-handed pitching prospect. They called him a string bean. That would probably be offensive nowadays. Next, spot number 23, it's for Richard Bailey. It's spot number 23. Richard Bailey, you have yourself a Bill White. Bill White, again, it looks like it's in great condition. Bill White, there's the back of the card. Did I get the Topps Mickey Mantle online exclusive? No, I forgot to do that. I don't know if it's still available or not. It's a cool set for sure. I'd like to probably go and grab one or two of those. Kyle Poppy's up next. Spot number 24. Kyle, you have yourself a Bill Dickey. Bill Dickey, there he is screaming in the dugout. Some of you Yankees fans might recognize that name, Bill Dickey. There's the back of the card. He was born in 1907. Man, nice one right there for number 24, Kyle Poppy. Next, spot number 25. This one is for Jake Simpson. Jake Simpson has himself a Fred Hutchinson. Fred Hutchinson, pitcher for the Detroit Tigers there. There's the back of the card. Born in 1919, 17-8 for the Tigers in 1950, with an ERA of 3.96. Not too shabby. Where's the chrome? Says, yeah, this isn't 1951 Bowman chrome. This is just the base. Next, at spot number 26, we have Richard Hurst. Here we go, Richard. Spot number 26. Yeah, Duke Snyder will be in here. Robin Roberts, Roy Campanella. The first ever Ray Boone, starting the generation of Boones. By the way, Aaron Boone back for 3 years. Randy Gumpert is the next card up. Randy Gumpert. The next spot for Richard. By the way, yeah, Richie Ashburn will be coming up eventually. Like I was saying, they said that they used dental floss to take these out. The way the cards were in the, let me just do a little illustration for you. The way the cards were in these is the card was mounted here, like so, and then they had these little like tabs holding the card in place for all these years. And so they took dental floss and cut through these to make sure the corners were pristine. It said it took them days to do it. The people that busted it out of the binder and did all the hard work for me. They busted it out of the binder. They sleeved up every card. They put every single card in a card saver. So they saved me a ton of time. Spot number 27 is for Jeffrey Chambers. Jeffrey Chambers has himself a Red Ralph. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that name right, but a Tigers manager right there, and also an ex-Yankee. What did I think of Schilt getting fired from the Cardinals? I thought that made no sense. I mean, they had 17 wins in a row. They weren't even look like they're going to make the playoffs for a while, but then they did. Made no sense to me. Here's spot number 28. He'll get another job, though. Matthew Hill has himself a William Ramsdale. William Ramsdale is the next card up. Looks like he was a manager. No, I guess not. He was born in 1918, divided 1950 between the Dodgers and Red, had an 8-14 combined record. Spot number 28. The Joey Votto painting will do that at the end. That's all ready to go. I wanted to make sure all these cards stay on the screen the entire time, and I don't want to I want to have more room to put my card, to put my computer there. Spot number 29. This one's for Walker Washburn. Walker, you have yourself a Wally Moss. Wally Moss is the next card up. There he is. Back of the card, Wally Moss. Been around for a while. 16 seasons in the big leagues. Wally Moss. Crazy how a lot of these names we've not heard of before. There's definitely big names. Warren Spahn will be coming up. Phil Rizzuto, Casey Stengel, Nellie Fox. Early win. Spot number 30 is for Jack Holland. Jack, you have yourself a Sam Chapman from the Philadelphia A's. That one might be a little off condition compared to the other ones. Not sure why it's like that. Maybe the guy who I'd love to see how he put these together. Did he buy them by the pack and then eventually have to trade for some cards that were off condition? I don't know. Spot number 31 is for Walker Washburn. Spot number 30 was for Jack Holland. Did I call that? Oh, okay. So, yeah, I got confused there because it's Walker Washburn, Jack Holland, Walker Washburn. I thought I just said your name. Here we go. Walker, spot number 31. Ted Kluszewski will be coming out. We'll see if he has the cutoff sleeves on. Jerry Coleman. Nice picture there for the Yankees. Jerry Coleman. Lisa says, this break's so much fun. Love seeing these older cards. Yeah, definitely. Love checking out all these and being in such great condition, too. It's usually like you'll pay thousands of dollars for a set that's like a PSA 2. I mean, if you really want to, you can go to Dean's Cards. They sell full sets there. I mean, you're probably going to pay, I don't know, for a set like this, they probably would have been selling this set for honestly like $70,000. I'm not even joking. In this condition. Here's spot number 32. It's Adam Layton. Adam Layton at 32. It's going to be a Bruce Edwards is your next card. Bruce Edwards, very nice condition from the Dodgers right there. Good old Brucey teams up with Roy Campanella. So he's the backup catcher there. Pretty cool. Roy Campanella, you'll be seeing him come out of here at some point. Spot number 33 is for Tim Sweeter. And, oh, you've got the Richie Ashburn. Very nice. People were asking for Richie. There he is for you Phillies fans. This guy's a Hall of Famer. And by the way, Richie Ashburn has an entire alley named after him at Citizens Bank Park. Ryan Knuckles says the set is $20,000 on Dean's Cards and not nearly as good condition. Yeah, they probably have listed as like a good, like where every card's a PSA 2. Richie Ashburn. There's the Ashburn. Hall of Famer right there for all the Phillies fans. And it's going to Tim Sweeter. So, Tim, congratulations on the Hall of Famer. Next up at spot number 34, we have Roberto Pastrana. I've got to get the new list, so we'll go ahead and get this list ready to go. This list was randomized at the outset of the break. If you want to see that randomization, you can scroll backwards and find it. All right, here we go. Spot number 34. We'll just leave that there as we go along. It's for Roberto Pastrana. You've got yourself a Dave Gus Bell. I'm not too sure, guys. Is that I think that's Buddy Bell's dad. Remember good old Buddy Bell from like 89 Fleer? Dave Gus Bell. A mess of things says if Raleigh Fingers had put these in yak packs, that would have been pretty crazy. Good old Raleigh Fingers in those yak packs. You can't even find yak packs anymore. Super tough to come by. Next up, we have spot number 35. This is going to Chad Ansel. Chad Ansel has himself a Cal Abrams from the Brooklyn Dodgers. Cal Abrams is the back one. A little bit of wax on the back of that card. Cal Abrams for Chad. And now we have Chris at spot number 36. Good luck to you. It's going to be Jocko Thompson. Jocko Thompson from the Philadelphia Phillies. Jocko Thompson. There's the back of the card. Yeah, we'll do the painting at the end of the break. Just I'm going to get all these cards taken care of first. Next, spot number 37. This is for Kevin Galloway. Kevin has himself a Billy Southworth manager. It looks like he's a manager of the Braves. Pretty cool right there. Boston Braves manager. I called the Boston Braves back then. Spot number 37 for Kevin. Thank you very much, Kevin. Spot number 38 for Todd. Let's see what we can find for you, Todd. Spot number 38, we have this is a little off condition. So like I told you when you were buying in, about 90% are in great condition and 10% are off condition. Dale Ennis, that's definitely off condition. I don't know if this was taped down to a book somewhere, but definitely has seen better days. Dale Ennis is the next one. Hector says, do you think there's still unopened mantles? Oh, for sure. There's so many boxes of those. There's got to be some mantles that haven't been opened up yet. Spot number 39 is for Travis Hill. Travis Hill, let's see what you've got. You've got yourself a Dick Kokos. Okay. So an interesting card right there from the St. Louis Browns. He batted .261, hit 18 home runs in 1950. Dick Kokos. For spot number 39, which is Travis. Spot number 40 is for Daniel Gagne. Let's see what we can find for you. You've got yourself a Steve Gromek. Steve Gromek, just in great condition. Love that white picket fence out there. Troy says, I'm late to the game. Can you please explain what's happening? Yeah, we're doing a set break. So it's impossible to do Throwback Thursdays for basically anything like 1977 and earlier. Even like a box of 77 is like 20 grand now. A box of 51, honestly, they don't exist. If they did, it'd probably be a couple $1,000,000. So what I did was I bought a complete set of 1951 Bowman in impeccable condition for the most part. Most of these cards, as you have seen, are in absolutely fabulous shape. Some of them are off condition, but and I am breaking this set up. So, somebody has a chance at a Mantle or a Maze. I did the same thing with the 1960 and 1955 top sets. This is card number 41. This is for Kyle Poppy. This one is going to go to a Ken Raffensberger. Jack of Texas, how can we get a chance to get one of these? Well, I've already sold all the spots. We're sold out. If you'd like to participate in something like this in the future, sign up on our Patreon page. I've got a 1974 Topps complete set that we'll be doing next whenever we do another set break. Here's spot number 42. This is for Kyle Sheely. This is going to be a Jack Kramer. Jack Kramer is the next one. How many total cards are there? There's 324. Hobby Hound says this set is awesome. Keep the hobby alive and ordered his Mantle set. Mike says, how about Mantle in envelope 77? That would make sense since he was number 7. Here's spot number 43. Dan Kurzawa. Dan has himself a Bill Serena. Bill Serena is the next card. There's the back of it. Card number 43. So we're about 12% of the way done or something. Here's spot number 44. This is for Nathan Dougal. Nathan Dougal has himself a Johnny Hop from the Yankees. Good old Johnny Hop. There's the back of the card. He hit 340. And he started out with the Pirates. Johnny Hop. Next up, spot number 45. This is for Rusty Whitson. Rusty, spot 45. You've got yourself a Stan Rojek. Stan Rojek from the Buccos. Pirates were probably pretty bad in 1950. I feel like all throughout the 50s they were pretty terrible. Remember, Ralph Kiner would lead the league in home runs. And it was the late 40s, early 50s. And he was told by the general manager, we can finish last place with you or without you, when Ralph Kiner went and asked for a raise. Here's 46, Anthony Roncase. Anthony Roncase has himself a Joe Astroth. Joe Astroth. Living Bass says, this is for Timmy Tea Time. He needs tacos for keeping MLB fan out. Lippin Bass, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Joe Astroth and Timmy Tea Time does do a great job with the moderatorship. Really appreciate all his help, and so do all of our moderators. Just spot number 47. This is for Wayne Elder. Wayne Elder has himself a Roy Sievers. Roy Sievers. Keep the Hobby Alive says, thanks for sharing behind the scenes on 100K. Great guy, and Heather was just as excited. Keep the Hobby Alive. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That was definitely that was a great day for sure. Hitting 100K. Best part of it was being able to spend it with Heather. Here's 48. Roberto Pastrano has himself it's a Vernon Law. Vernon Law. He was a great pitcher for the Buccos back then, and also father of Vance Law. So Vernon Law is the next one. I remember my friend Mark used to have a 1952 Topps Vernon Law that he just acted like was the 52 Mantle. He loved that card so much. Here's 49. Matthew Zahn at 49 has himself a FD Harper. FD Harper with the super chat. Thank you very much, FD. We will be seeing FD at some point in this break. I know that you have 4 spots, I think. Phil Massey's the next card. Ghostface says, what a cool break. Definitely never seen this before. Yeah, for sure. I thought this is something that you probably, at least I'll probably never be able to do again. Like, how often do you come across a great condition complete set like this? Here's spot number 50. Michael Coleman is up right now. Michael has himself a Ned Garver from the St. Louis Browns. I don't know if there's any relation to Mitch Garver or not. Bot says, do you know where the Mantle is? The Mantle is, I know where the, roughly where the Mantle is. I know where I put it in the break. I mixed everything up myself. That's why it was impeccably important to have all the cards on the screen the entire time and do the randomizer while we did it. So, I can't like save the Mantle for, say, my buddy Ike or Timmy Tea Time or whoever. Christopher Donald's up next at spot number 51. And you have yourself a Warren Hacker. Warren Hacker? Warren Hacker. Michael Bless says it's going to be the last card of the night. You shall see. You'll just have to wait and see. You never know. Next, we have spot number 52. It's for Jeremy Davis. Jeremy. It's going to be a Ray Scarborough. Ray Scarborough. Looks like he might be throwing a knuckleball there. I don't know. Ray Scarborough. Next card up, spot number 52 for Jeremy Davis. Spot number 53, which is for Andrew McCann. James says, I can't get over how great the art on these is. And Hobby Hound says, if you'd like to buy into any of our breaks, there's the link to do so. And here we go. Spot number, where are we on? 53. This is for Andrew McCann. You have yourself a Fred Sanford. For a second there, I thought it was missing some of the card surface there, but it looks like it's just a player in the background. Who knows? That might be Mantle out there in center field. Really tough to tell, though. Fred Sanford is the next card, 53. Card number 54. This one is for Bradley Bender. Brad Bender, 54. You have yourself a Murray Dixon. Murray Dixon is the next card up. 19, 17, 10, and 15 record for the Buccos. Murray Dixon. Card number 55. It's for Tom Lynch. Tom, you have yourself a Billy Cox for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Billy Cox. Next card up. 324 total cards. Tim Hypus here says he died in 2011. I wonder how many of the guys in this set are still alive. Somebody said that Vern Law was still alive. Can you say hi to my friend CG? Definitely. CG, how's it going? Here's spot 56 for Jeremy Taylor. Jeremy Taylor has himself... He's got the Whitey Ford rookie card. So I told you it was off condition. You can see it. This is the second card that's looked like this. There's a couple more that look like this, but Whitey Ford rookie card. There's the back of the card. He joined the New York Yankees midway in 1950, so it was a late season call-up. Wowed fans by winning 9 games while only losing 1. He hung up a .900 winning percentage and an earned run average of 2.81. He won the last game of the World Series. Whitey is not wearing a baseball uniform in 1951 because he is occupied with a more important job for Uncle Sam. I didn't know that. Whitey Ford fought in the service. It says, good luck, Whitey, in the Army on your return. What a cool thing right there. Whitey Ford rookie card. And that one is chairman of the board. That's going to 56. So Jeremy Taylor with a Whitey Ford rookie. And 52 cards says, not in a spot to check. Any idea what spot I got? 52 cards. I'm not exactly sure. I can only tell you right now. I put it on Patreon. If you want to control F your name, it should come up. It's kind of a little bit jumbled up there, but I don't want to make people waiting any longer while I format it. You're not within the next few. Next, spot number 57, Brian Moravec. You missed the Whitey Ford by 1. You've got an Alan Gettle. Alan Gettle from the New York Giants. New Futures, a sick idea for a set break. Definitely. I'd like to do all the sets eventually. I'd like to do this with every set. So, like, for example, how often do you get to see 1951 Bowman and look at all the cards? Probably never. I mean, unless, I don't know. I don't really know of too many other videos out there that would show something like that. So I thought it'd be a cool idea. James McGovern's up next. So maybe after I'm long gone making videos, maybe this video will still be up, and 100 years from now, people can go back and watch a 1951 set being opened. We have a John Berardino from the St. Louis Browns. Very nice condition card right there. Tony says, I'd like to see some tops 55 or 56. I've already done the 55 set. I've done 55, and I've also done 60. I am working on putting together a complete set of 53. That's going to be by hand. I bought a partial set, and it's missing a bunch of cards. And I have the 74 set as well. A message thing says, are you wearing your signed Mantle hat? I actually still have that. I was throwing away boxes. For some reason, I was keeping like unopened boxes from like 2013 Topps Update and 2014 Topps Update up in the cupboard. And I was like, why am I doing that? I don't need these. Here's Ralph Thomas at spot number 59. And the Mantle hat's up there. It is a Buddy Kerr. Buddy Kerr is the next one. Buddy Kerr. There's the back of the card. Good old Buddy Kerr. spot number 60 coming up next. This is for Justin Yanish. Justin at spot number 60. You've got yourself a Gene Woodling from the New York Yankees. Gene Woodling is the next card up, in great shape. Spot number 60, spot number 61. This one is for Boston Professionals Counseling. They've got themselves a Mike Guerra. Mike Guerra. We had Whitey Ford. We had Richie Ashburn. Who else do we have that was a big name? Andy Pafko is a nice name that everyone knows in the hobby. There's 62 for Dan Zimmerman. Dan's got himself a Billy DeMars in fabulous condition. Billy DeMars. Nick says, you've got one of these channels. You mean one of the best channels? I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for being here. 63 is for James McGovern. James has himself a Sibby Sisti. Looks like he might be playing first base. Look at that old-time first baseman's mitt. Looks like it's a behemoth there. Sibby Sisti, an interesting name. Michael says, who from the set is still alive? That's a great question. Someone said Vern Law. The color is so sharp, says Joshua. Yeah, these have been in a binder for maybe 70 years, honestly. Here's 64. Michael DeLita is coming up. He's got a Vic Lombardi. And by the way, the Mantle and Mays were in that same binder, just with all these other cards. Vic Lombardi is the next one up. Spot 64. Going to Michael DeLita. 65 is for Derek Cornelson. He's got himself a Frank Overmeyer. Frank Overmeyer is the next one. When's the next live break? That'll be a Saturday showdown. We'll have all these cases here. These are all Topps 5-star. So that'll be coming up this Saturday. Spot number 66 is for Gabriel Rosas. Gabriel Rosas has a Ted Wilkes. Ted Wilkes from the Cardinals in great shape. The Mantle and the Mays both came with the set. I've got it all. Aaron R. says a Ford rookie card sold for $155 on eBay in much worse shape than the one you pulled. That's good news. You know, it's tough to tell what these would go for, but so who knows? Maybe Jeremy has himself a $200-300 card with the Whitey rookie card. Here's spot number 67. It's for Ramon Mahendra. Hype is here, says Ted Wilkes died in 89. Yeah, a lot of these guys not still around. It's an Aaron Robinson. Aaron Robinson in great shape. The back of the card looks like this. In 107 games, he hit 226. That's not that great. Looks like he's still got a majority of the duty behind the dish. Spot number 68, this is for Dennis McAllister. Dennis has himself an Eddie Lake. Eddie Lake. I love that picture. Check out the old Tiger Stadium there. That stadium was around until, when did they tear that bad boy down? 2000? I think, didn't Comerica open? When did Comerica open? I should know this. Did Comerica open in 2000? Tigers fans, help me out, Lisa. Next, it's spot number 69. This is for Matthew Hill. Matthew Hill has himself and Hank Wise. Hype is here, says Eddie Lake died in 95. Hank Wise. The question is now if you're 1999. Okay. By the way, if you want to, you can have the game. Who's still alive here? You can Google each and every guy and tell us who's still alive. Right now, the only one that we've heard from this set that is still with us is Vern Law. Tiger Stadium was demolished in 09. Yeah, but they were playing in Comerica long before that. 99 was the last year of Tiger Stadium, says Brent. Here's spot number 70, Blake Leavitt. Blake has himself a Sid Hudson. Sid Hudson from the Washington Senators. There's the back of your card. Sid Hudson. And spot number 71 for Adam Lee. Adam's got a Billy Hitchcock from the Philadelphia Athletics. We pulled the card Erskine already, and he's still alive. That was his rookie card. Very cool stuff right there. Thanks for letting us know. So we've got two guys. Yoda says, it's a shame you're selling the set. Yeah, it's, I figured, but this is going to be an opportunity for us to kind of archive this set, and honestly, a lot more people can enjoy it down the road. And maybe not just right now for those of you that are watching now, but maybe a couple years from now, people are going to still come back and come across this and be like, oh, I'd like to see what the 51 Bowman set looked like, all these cards. And this might be a nice way that more people can get something out of it. Casey Sheffield's up at 72, just rather than just like me selling to just one random buyer. 72, this is for Doyle Ladd, or Lade. Doyle Lade. Great condition card. Red Sheen Dinched is in this set. Doyle Lade. Going to Casey at 72. 73 is for George Schwartz. George, you have yourself a Jim Delsing. Jim Delsing. Here's the back of this one. Jim Delsing. Victor says, my guess was 77 for the Mantle. Let's see if I'm right. Here's 74 for Steve Anderson. Steve has Andy Semenuk. Andy Semenuk is the next card up from the Philadelphia Phillies. Back then, Philadelphia had two teams, Philadelphia Athletics and the Philadelphia Phillies. Of course, the Athletics would go off to Oakland. Here's 75 Rebellion Sports Cards. Robert says, I'm really enjoying this break. Update on the playoffs. 4-2 Dodgers. Dodgers trying to do it again. The Dodgers were down. Sam Zoldak is the next one up. Spot 75 for Rebellion. Michael Hafey's up next at 76. But the Dodgers were down 3-1 last year, and they came back and beat the Braves. We'll see if they can do it again. It's Bill Nicholson, whose name was Swish. So I wonder if he played basketball. Swish Nicholson. Cool card right there. Andrew says, odds keep going up for me getting the Mantle. That's a good point. If you're later on in the break, your chance of getting the Mantle or Mays do increase. 77 is for Casey Sheffield, 2. Here it is, 77. This is what a lot of people guessed this would be the Mantle. It's not. It's Casey Stengel, though, so that's not too bad. Casey Stengel, Hall of Fame manager. That was Mickey Mantle's manager, and a lot of people... my dad really used to look up to Casey Stengel. He thought he was awesome. So a very nice conditioned Casey Stengel card. So no Mantle there, but Casey, you come away with Casey Stengel, which is an awesome card. For sure, Hall of Fame manager, one of the all-time greats. Here's 78. This one's for Alex D. Alex has himself a Bill McDonald. We've seen this card before. I pulled this out of a pen box. Not this exact card, but, I mean, not this particular card, but another one of that card. 79 is for Ralph Thomas. Ralph Thomas at 79. And that's the thing, says someday someone will do a 2011 update set just like this. Buy the card. Yeah, really. When those boxes are extremely expensive. There's a Mickey Grasso. Mickey Grasso from the Washington Senators. There's the back of the card. All right, so 79's in the book for Ralph. Here's alternate spot number 80. You have yourself a Joe Hatton. Joe Hatton from the Brooklyn Dodgers. Joe Hatton. And that's it for that part of the list. I'm going to have to go and grab the next part, so just give me a second. Again, these lists were randomized live at the outset of the break. I printed them out, then went and got them, and now it's just easier to have it on screen so you can see who's coming up and I can read it off rather than having to go back and forth between the text box on, I guess, not on YouTube. It was too big to put in YouTube, but on Patreon. All right, so here we go. 81. This is for Alan Pavic. 81. Bronx says 307 is the Mick. Everyone thinks that the Mick's going to be in something that ends in 7. Johnny Vandermeer is the next one right there. He was a great pitcher back in the day. He pitched 2 no-hitters in succession in the majors. Like, he's usually the answer to that trivia question. Who threw back-to-back no-hitters? Johnny Vandermeer. Probably the only people that may have known that are Indians fans. I've forgotten about that trivia, and I'm glad I remembered that. Here's spot number 82 for Ralph Thomas. Hey, Sebastian, how's it going? It's Steve O'Neill, manager for the Boston Red Sox. Steve O'Neill, born in 1891, so there's no way he's still around. Steve O'Neill. Next, spot number 83 is for Jason Dixon. Jason has himself a Phil Cavaretta. Phil Cavaretta from the Cleveland Indians. Ghostface says, next card, Yankees. How many teams were in the league back then? Was it only like 12 teams in the league? I can't remember, but there wasn't a ton of them. Definitely most of the teams also on the Eastern Coast. Here's 84. This one is for Derek Cornelson. Derek Cornelson. This one is for Norman Roy. Norman Roy for Derek Cornelson, 84. Next up is 85 for Brad Bender, a.k.a. MG. Here we go. Tony, thank you very much. I appreciate you joining. It's a Pete Reiser from the Buccos. Pete Reiser in great shape. What was Mantle's batting average in 1951? That's the number the card is. That would have been a great way to do it. I honestly just tossed it in random envelopes, and then I just numbered them all. Here's 86. I'm pretty sure the Mantle is somewhere in the second half, though. I don't remember the exact number, but I know it's in the second half. All right. Brandon says it would be in 289. Lots of different guesses. We have a Thurman Tucker in spot number 86 for Brian Michael Thomas. Brian Michael Thomas gets that one. A very nice Thurman Tucker. I love, like other people said, I love the color on this one. Here's spot number 87. This is for Tim Sweeter. Tim has himself a Irv Palika. Irv Palika. No West Coast teams back then. Dustin says this is a mythical break. Next up, spot number 88. That's for Steve Anderson. Steve Anderson. You have a Dick Starr from the St. Louis Browns. Next, it's spot number 89 for Kurt Schamberger. Kurt, you've got yourself a Sheldon Jones. Sheldon Jones is the next one. Good old Shelly Jones. Next, we have spot number 90 for Luis Martinez. Luis. Andrew says, can I buy someone's spot 256? You think 256 would be it? That would have been a good number. 1956 was Mantle's best ever season. We've got Billy Goodman from the Boston Red Sox. Billy Goodman at spot number 90 for Luis Martinez. Next up, spot number 91 for Pablo Iglesias. Pablo also has a Derek Jeter SP rookie card on his shelf, and this is going to go with it. It's a Mike Garcia from the Indians. Mike Garcia. Mantle and Mays are going to go back-to-back, so it says Slickster. We'll see. That would be a pretty nice back-to-back. 92, by the way, this one's going to Eric Lindsley. It's going to be a Ray Coleman. Ray Coleman up next. Ray Coleman. Whoops, Ray wants to get back into the stack there. Not going to happen, Ray. 93, this one is for Matthew Zahn. Matthew Zahn has a Emory Bubba Church. Bubba Church. It is a Phillies card right there. Bubba Church. Next, spot number 94. This one's for Andy McCann again. James says some of these cards have like an 8 or 9 centering. Very nice. Yeah, for the, look at the centering on this card, for example. For 1951, they did a very nice job. Roberto Avila is the next one from the Cleveland Indians. Next, at spot number 95, Michael Coleman. Michael Coleman, let's see what we got for you. It's a Warren Buddy Rosar. Warren Buddy Rosar from the Boston Red Sox. Buddy Rosar. Man, wouldn't it be cool to go back in a time machine and just go and watch a game from like 1951? That'd be so freaking awesome. Next, Hobby Hound says this is such a great set. The 51 and 52 set have such an iconic look. I agree with you. Richard Sasko at 96. It's a Hall of Famer, Robin Roberts. So off condition again. I think there's like 3 Hall of Famers that are like this. The Ford, the Robin Roberts, and the Berra are off condition, but the other ones are pretty darn good, as you've been seeing. Robin Roberts, Hall of Famer right there. We had his teammate, Richie Aspirin, which was in really, really good shape as well. So 96, Hall of Famer going to Richard Sasko. 97, we have Roy Hartsfield. Roy Hartsfield from the Boston Braves. Hartsfield, next up, spot number 98. It's for Jake Simpson. Jake has himself a Granny Hamner. Good old Granny. What a name. Some of these names back in the day were pretty cool. Granny Hamner. Of course, I don't really remember much about him. Definitely a different era. Spot number 99 is for Dylan Gillespie. Dylan has himself a Rex Barney from the Brooklyn Dodgers. Rex Barney. Tom says, why is it the 51 top set is popular? I'm not sure. That set never really caught on. Also, they're kind of a weird size. Here's number 100 for Dylan Gillespie. Number 100 is going to be Jack Lucky Lork. Jack Lucky Lork is spot number 100. 101 for Jeff Winters. Jeff Winters has himself a Walter Cooper, catcher Walter Cooper from the Boston Braves. Try to show you the backs of all of them in case you want to pause it and read them. I mean, I'd love to linger on each card and read the back of every card, but then we'll be here for like 7 hours. We're already an hour in. I've only done 100 cards. So right now we're on pace for about a 3-hour break. We'll probably get done a little sooner than that just because the first 10 minutes or so was me just doing the randomizer and then printing out the lists and all that clerical stuff. 102 is for Todd Zelko. Todd has a Frank Quinn. Frank Quinn looks kind of sad there. What's going on in the background there? I don't know. Maybe some stretching? I have no idea. But Frank Quinn, very nice condition card. John says, I once saw the Barry Bonds card on offer up for $1,000, claiming it was the error card. Yeah, they'll do that with the 87 Topps card because it's missing part of the 3, but they all are. It's an uncorrected error. It's just a printing error. Hector Cruz, 103. Hector has a Willard Nixon. Willard Nixon is up next. Willard. 104 is for Seth Gershenson. Seth, let's see what we got for you. It is Clint Hartung. Clint Hartung from the New York Giants. There's the back of the card. Good old Clint Hartung. Some of you may even be related to some of these guys. Every now and then I'll see someone say, hey, that was my uncle or my cousin or something. Next, we've got 105. Spot number 105 is for Evan King. Evan King is for, hey, it's Ted Kluszewski. So that's a big name. A lot of people, especially the Reds fans, used to love Ted Kluszewski. Big-time power hitter, would always cut the sleeves off his jersey to show off his biceps. Ted Kluszewski, nice card right there. That's one of the better cards in the set. You'd probably call that a top 20 card for sure. Ted Kluszewski, not a Hall of Famer, kind of like one of those borderline guys that you might consider in that group of like I don't know, like Steve Garvey and stuff like that. Great player for many years. Just didn't ever get in the Hall of Fame. Here's 106 for James Roll. James has a Ray Noble. Ray Noble. And, it's Noble. So they even put the pronunciation on there. So that's pretty cool. Ray Noble. I'm glad they did that. Ray was probably sick and tired of people mispronouncing his name. 107. This is for Maxwell Wallach. Max has himself a Leo DeRocher. Very nice one. Leo DeRocher. You may remember that name. Is he Hall of Famer or not? I can't remember if DeRocher is a Hall of Fame manager, but definitely he was a very, very good manager. One of the most famous guys. Probably only second fiddle to Casey Stengel in this era. Paul says he is a Hall of Fame manager for sure. Here's 108, Victor Romero. Victor Romero has a Charlie Dressen. That's kind of a cool one. Look at the lineup. They used to write it on the chalkboard there. There you see Duke Snyder, Jackie Robinson on the lineup. I can't really make any of these names out, but that's pretty cool. I'm not sure who the heck's playing center field. TH''P''N. Oh, Thompson. Okay. Very, very cool. Michael, yours are still on the shelf. I'll be getting those out hopefully over the next week. Just been working on Patreon stuff, and I can only do so many packages a day because I work, and then I get my kids every single day to take them to soccer and their activities. But here we go. Next up, 109 is for Rusty Whitson. You've got a Bob Kane. Bob Kane is the next card. Bob Kane, very nice condition card. Bob Kane, 110 is for Brian Scanlon. Brian has a Al Flip Rosen. So Flip Rosen from the Cleveland Indians, 37 dingers. I'll get them out soon, Michael. I would love to have everything shipped out. I would, trust me, there's nothing I would like more than to to have nothing on the shelves staring it back at me to ship. There's Todd Estes at spot number 111. Right now, I've got 324 packages. Probably less because some people bought a couple spots. So I probably have at least 250 packages to do from this. I got to wrap all these up in cardboard and get them in bubble mailers. That's going to take a little while. There is a Grady Hatton. Grady Hatton, he would go on to be a manager if I'm not mistaken. I think I've seen his manager cards. Some of you guys might recognize him that collected vintage sets. 111 for Todd, 112 for Chris Paparelli. Chris has a Don Miller from the New York Giants. Don Miller. Michael, when I say I send thousands of packages a month, I'm not lying, man. It's a lot, but I definitely keep up. I think today I shipped about 70. 113 is for Sean Christensen. Sean Christensen at 113. You've got an Al Evans. Al Evans, who was from the Red Sox. There you see his bio line. We are all sold out, Garen. Sorry about that. 114 is for John Fatorsky. John F. has a Ken Holcomb. Ken Holcomb is the next one right there. How about the amount of creased cards in the set? There's basically like virtually no creased cards at all. This set has been kept in a binder since 1951. The Speed Attack says, do you still teach? Yes, I do. And that's why that sometimes, like especially during the school year, it takes me like sometimes up to a month or so to get some of the packages out because I work 10 hours a day when you factor in my commute. Next up, 115 is for Lawson Bailey. Lawson Bailey. Lawson, you have a George Kell. Nice one right there. George Kell from the Detroit Tigers. George Kell was a very nice player back in the day. You can see he batted .340. Led the league in some categories. Michael, hey, fellow teacher, that's awesome, man. If I wasn't teaching Spanish, I'd probably be definitely teaching history. 116 is for Michael Coleman. Michael has the Eddie Stewart card. Eddie Stewart. Yeah, history would be a fun one to teach. I used to love history. If you're a history teacher, you must be enjoying this set in the history here. Matt Meyer for 117. Matt Meyer has a Preacher Row. So that's kind of a nice name. Preacher Row from the Brooklyn Dodgers. 1911 and 1950. Man, he pitched for a long time. He was pitching back in the 30s. Preacher Row. This is one of the few cards that is off-centered from this set. So very nice one right there. 117. 118 for Michael Coleman. Michael has a Joe Haynes. Joe Haynes. And it is a Washington Senators card number 240. Fastity says a Gaudy set would be extremely expensive set to break up. I actually have an offer for another Throwback Thursday. Somebody sent me a message today and said they came across a collection in the attic of a whole bunch of 1940s cards. We're talking like 1940, like I think Play Ball. There's Ted Williams is in there, 40, 41, 48 Bowman. And I don't know, we're going to see. They're not complete sets. It's just a collection, but there's a bunch of great cards in there. I said, what do you want for it? And I'll see what he says. And then if he wants to sell, we'll do a 1940 collection break for Patreon members. What we'll do is I'll just package them all up and make a little like mystery pack, so to speak, and try to put try to divide the good cards up. So it's maybe like one per pack or every other pack. 119's up next. This is for Andy McCann at spot number 119. You got yourself a Sam Dente. Sam Dente from the Washington Senators. Sam Dente. Next to a complete T206 set. Yeah, probably would need to have about 10 million subscribers to be able to afford that one. That would be the Wagner alone. Like a low grade is going to be a couple mil at least. Here's 120. This is for Thomas Bordenaro. Thomas Bordenaro. And Thomas has a Johnny Pesky from the Boston Red Sox. Remember Pesky's poll? It's because of this guy, Johnny Pesky from the Boston Red Sox. Cool card right there. Next, at spot number 121, we have Kevin Morley. Kevin, good luck to you. It is Yogi Berra, Larry Yogi Berra. So this is another one that I told you was off condition, but it is a very cool looking card, Yogi Berra. Jacob says, where are you from, Mickey Mantle? I think he was from Oklahoma. You want to use the verb a star when asking for location. Sarah's used for origin. So there we go, Yogi Berra. So let's take a minute and look at this card because it is the Yog. It says in 151 games for the 1950 champions, he batted .322, drove in 124 runs. Hits included 28 homers, 6 triples, 30 doubles in 116 games and 49. He batted .277 and driving in 91 runs. Although Yogi is now one of the best catchers in the American League, he played mostly outfield in 1948. Batted 3. Wow, did they have Elston Howard in 48? Is that why? It says batted .305 in 125 games from Missouri. Sandlots first played pro with Norfolk. So Yogi Berra, that is an awesome card. So congratulations on the Yogster. I wish they would have had some of his Yogiisms back there. Card number 121. When you come to a fork in the road, take it. That was one of the Yogis. It's not over till the fat lady sings. Was that one of his? I can't remember. The game is 90% mental and 50% physical or something like that. He had all kinds of great Yogiisms. Here's 122. This is from Michael Delita. Michael has, after the Yogi, a Carl Scheib from, Kevin says it's definitely going in his PC, but Carl is from the Philadelphia A's. It's not over till it's over. That's probably his most popular one. 123 is for Richard Sasko. Richard has a Sherm Lawler, who was an all-star catcher back in the day. I know that because I found I have an autograph of Sherm Lawler somehow. I don't know where I got it. It might have been a flea market, but I looked him up and I saw he was a multiple-time all-star. So 123 is for Richard. Congrats on that one. 124 is for Ralph Thomas. 124, it is going to be a Chuck Deering. Chuck Deering. There's the back of the Deering card. Hit .250 in 89 games in 1950. That's pretty crazy. A lot of our parents might not have even been born in 1950. Here's spot 125. This is going to Jeremy Davis. Jeremy has a Earl Torgeson. Nice stretch there, Earl. And what the heck is that thing back there? Some sort of chicken coop? I don't know what that is. That's Earl Torgeson from the Boston Braves. There's the back of the card. Swag says soccer's the biggest sleeper right now. You should probably buy that one. There was a soccer release this past couple days ago. I actually passed on it. I don't know. I just don't feel too comfortable doing soccer. Brandon says this is a time machine. Oh, it's a porta potty. Says that might be what it is. 126. This one's going to Casey Sheffield. 126. Dave Philly is the next one up. Dave Philly from the Philadelphia. And that's a kind of a cool last name to play in Philadelphia. Philadelphia Athletics outfielder Dave Philly. What a suitable name. Next 127, last card on this list. I'll have to grab the next one from the randomizer. It is going to be a Joe Garagiola. Very nice one right there. A lot of people loved Joe Garagiola. And that is a great condition card. There's the back of it. St. Louis Cardinals. Joe Garagiola at 122. A very, very nice one right there. All right, so that was 167. Michael says, there he is. Good old Joe G. Ike says, you better cut the pizza in 4 pieces because I'm not hungry enough to eat 6, said Yogi. That is pretty funny. If you just think about it, it all makes sense. All right, so we're going to pick up at spot 128. Let me cut the next part of it. These were all randomized live at the outset of the break. All right, so 128 is going to Gabriel Rosas. Let's see what we can find for you. Spot 128, here it is. We have a Bob Kennedy for you. Bob Kennedy, there's the back of your card from the Cleveland Indians. Am I going to the Chantilly show this weekend? I'd like to if I can find someone to go with. I don't know what my brother's doing. We'll see. I definitely will be going to the Westmoreland Card Show, though. Here's 129 for Justin Cardwell. Justin Cardwell has a Bucky Harris, manager of the Washington Senators. Bucky Harris for Justin. Spot number 130 goes to Andrew Dolwick. Andrew has a Joe Tipton. Catcher Joe Tipton from the Philadelphia A's. Might have been a backup. Hit 64 games, hit 266. Joe Tipton. 131 is for Boston Professionals Counseling. And Boston has themselves a Cass Michaels, also from the Washington Senators. Here's the back of the card if you're a Cass Michaels relative and like to read through all that. Sports Card Investor will be at the vlog at the CSA show. Hey, I should probably meet him. He sent me a message. He wants to do something with me. It has some sort of new app he's working on and wants to feature a lot of my breaks in it. And I have to, and obviously I'd give him permission to. 132 is for Rob Griffin. Rob Griffin has a Whitey Lockman. Look at Whitey going up, and it looks like he's robbing the home run, but that fence is probably about 30 feet behind him. Still cool-looking card, Whitey Lockman in great condition. There's the back of it. Good old Whitey from the New York Giants. Whitey Lockman. Sando, the specimen, says, Jabs, how much do you think you spent on shipping a year? Good luck to all still left in the break. I'm not exactly sure. It's a crazy amount. It's between, when I think back to when I did my taxes, I had shipping rates from PayPal and also shipping rates from stamps. So you put those two together, it's 5 digits. I'll tell you that much. I don't want to say exactly what it is because I'm not exactly sure the number, but it's a ton. Thank you very much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. 133 is for Michael Miller. Michael has Al Brazil from the Cardinals. Has anyone got the mantle? The mantle is still available, as is the maze. Here's 134. This is for Vincent Body. Vincent has a Carl Ferrillo. Carl Ferrillo from the Brooklyn Dodgers. Ferrillo. Next up, 135. This is for Gabriel Rosas. 135. There it is. It is a Willard Marshall. Willard Marshall, and that is a Boston Braves hit right there. Willard Marshall. Spot number 136. This one will go to Raymond J. Seitzinger. Dreamer Believer has a Hall of Famer. It's Early Win. Early Win with the Cleveland Indians. So Dreamer Believer hits a Hall of Famer. There's the back of the card in great shape. 18-8 in 1950 for Early Win. So Dreamer, congrats on the HOF Hall of Famer. Here's 137. This is for Gabriel Rosas. And you have yourself an Al Lopez from the Cleveland Indians. There's another one. Al Lopez. 300 wins exactly for Early Win. 138. This one's going to Robert McKenzie. Carr says he thinks this will be the Ted Williams. Is he right? Not quite. Luke Easter from the Cleveland Indians. Nice looking card. Just such great shape on a lot of these cards. Luke Easter. 357 says, I saw a billboard today. It says, need a break? Break with the Jabs. That's kind of funny. Here's 139. This is going to Brian Scanlon. Brian, you've got yourself a Bob Kuzava. Bob Kuzava. There's the back of the card from the Washington Senators. Ben says that Easter was a bad dude. Big says that he thinks the Williams is lot number 301. Dustin says back in 1951, these were 5 cents a pack. Yeah, imagine having a whole, just one pack of those would be worth literally thousands and thousands of dollars. Here's 140. This is going to Charles B. Softy at 140. Charles, you have yourself a Cliff Chambers. Looks like, what is that? It almost looks like Blair County Ballpark. In Blair County Ballpark, they have a roller coaster in the background. That's probably some sort of power structure. Cliff Chambers is the next one. Edward says, Jabs, you brought 2 friends back together. Bossman Cards and I lived in London, England together while in the Navy 20 years ago. Small world, and you found each other on my channel. That's awesome, man. That's really cool. Bossman Cards is kind of a legendary Saturday Showdown winner. He's been winning everything. I think he's 2 for his last 2. Next, 141. This one's going to William Anderson. William. We've got Dick Whitman from the Philadelphia Phillies. Dick Whitman is the next one. Next up at 142, this is for Adam Lee. Adam has himself a Sandalio Consuegra from the Washington Nationals. Ashley says the Mays will be at 150. The Man will be at 157. Javier thinks the Man will be at 151. Here's 143 for Joe Smolt. Joe has himself a George Metkovich. I wonder where this picture was taken at. I wonder if, I see like, that almost looks like the hills in my backyard, or like the ridge back there in my backyard. George Metkovich from the Pittsburgh Pirates. I wonder if they like did their spring training or something out my way, like the Steelers do. Here's 144. This is for James Janata. James, Unabomber says he's going to say the Mays is in 227. There's Ken Johnson from the Philadelphia Phillies. Ken Johnson. Andrew Dolick says, all these envelopes remind me of Seinfeld. I was thinking about doing like 324 packs and like doing an individual pack. And man, it would have been crazy to do that. So much ink. Probably would have cost over $1,000 in ink just to print out 324 colored ink labels with the original 51 Bowman wrapper on it. Here's 145. This is for Casey Sheffield II. Casey with a Jim Hegan from the Indians. Jim Hegan. Larry Doby. That's I think that's still out there, Mike. We have not seen Doby yet. We have pulled some Hall of Famers. We pulled Yogi Berra and Robin Roberts and Richie Ashburn and Whitey Ford and Joe Garage, Casey Stengel and Leo DeRocher. We pulled a Joe Garagiola. Here's 146, Boston Professionals. You've got yourself a Birdie Tebbets. Birdie Tebbets. Nice card right there. Birdie, interesting name at the very least. All right, so next, we'll put these in the box for safekeeping. 147. This one's for Kevin Morley. Kevin has a Jimmy Bloodworth. What an interesting name. It's almost as good as Brock Death Rage. Jimmy Bloodworth. However, he only batted 227 for the Phillies. Definitely, it would be cool if he was a pitcher and had an evil stare. Here's 148. This one is for Michael Coleman. Michael has a Bob Swift. Bob Swift is the next one. Ghostface says the Mays will be in 211. Here's 149 for Adam Croson. Adam has everyone we open. We're getting closer and closer to the big cards. Bill Pierce is the next one. Bill Pierce, 149 for Adam. 150 for Michael Keane. So we got for you, Michael, 150. We have Harry Dorish. Harry Dorish is the next one up. Pierce had 1,999 strikeouts. Hey, Shy City says, hey, Jabs, hope all is well with you. Good luck to everyone. Hey, good luck to you, too, on your World Series break, man. Looking forward to checking that one out. Here's 151. Thanks for being here tonight. Evan King. Evan has himself a Ken Silvestri. Ken Silvestri from the Philadelphia Phillies. Ken Silvestri is up next. 152 is Michael Coleman. Michael has a Steve Bilko. Steve Bilko from the St. Louis Cardinals. Dylan Does Pack says the Mantle Mays are going to be back-to-back. 153 is for Jim Prouty. Jim has a Mike Goliot from the Philadelphia Phillies. Mike Goliot. We're getting close to the halfway point here. Here's 154 for Sebastian Rizzo. Sebastian has a Danny Murtaugh. Danny Murtaugh has his number retired for the Buccos. RV Hopper says, are you making like $10,000 on this break? I'm confused on your price. Please, no disrespect. Well, I paid $30,000 for the set. I also paid a bunch of money to go out to the National, book the hotel room and everything. And the $113, I think it's $108, so there's $5 off of each card that's coming off for the goods and services. And then in addition to that, there's $5 additional that's coming off for me to ship it. Also the price of mailers and everything like that. So I don't know why you care too much about that, but I probably, honestly, because of the condition of this, I may have been able to sell it for way more than I did because it sold out in just 2 days. But I thought that price was very fair. There's Jeff Winters at spot number 155. It is a Neil Berry. Neil Berry for the Detroit Tigers. Neil Berry. 155 for Jeff Winters. 156 is for David Haggart. 156. You've got a Tom Saffel with the high slacks right there. Tom Saffel, Pittsburgh Pirates, like that white picket fence in the background. A lot of those Pirates cards seem to feature that. 157, this one is for J.T. Gales. J.T. Gales. J.T. Gales, Milo Candini. Milo Candini from the Philadelphia Phillies. There it is. Rob says, that was a great price. Probably could have gotten more. I thought that it was pretty fair. Like, yeah, there's obviously I'm going to make a little bit of money on it. I'm also going to be spending probably a week of my time going through and getting these all prepared and shipped out and everything. Here's 158. This is for Lori Martin. Lori, you have yourself a Pee Wee Reese. Pee Wee Reese. There we go. A lot of you guys might remember Pee Wee Reese from the movie 42. That's a great card right there. Remember Pee Wee went over to Jackie Robinson and put his arm around him in Cincinnati and said, "This, you know, this is my buddy here. You guys got to lay off." Pee Wee was from Cincinnati. You can see Ekron, Kentucky, which is just not that far away. Very, very nice one right there. Pee Wee Reese. Bob Alicia says 324 times 113 is 36. Yeah, then take off, like I said, $10 per card, at least, from the goods and services and the shipping fees. Here's 159, Chris Kelly. You've got yourself a Jackie Jensen. Jackie Jensen from the New York Yankees. Jackie Jensen for you. Next, 160. We have John Cochran. RV Hopper says, yes, great price. Eric, loving this break. RV, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. We got Bob Rush as the next one right there. Bob Rush from the Cubbies. Bob Rush. Nice one right there. Good old Bob Rush. 160 going to John Cochran. Next, it's spot number 161. Brian Abramowitz. Brian A., you have yourself a Matt Batts. Love that name, Matt Batts. What a nice name for a hitter. Hit 273. Matt Batts. I love it. Good old Matt Batts. 161 for Brian. 162 is for Michael Jansta. 162. And it's going to be Stan Lapata. Stan Lapata is from the Philadelphia Phillies. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the support. 162. 163 is for a Elisha. Elisha at 163. You have yourself a Howie Fox from the Cincinnati Reds. Howie Fox. At 164, Jeremy Taylor. Jeremy Taylor has a Eddie Sawyer. Eddie Sawyer, there's the back of the card. Eddie Sawyer. 165 is for Matt Meyer. Matt Meyer, you're going to have yourself, what is up with this card? It almost looks like a Topps Kids card. Like it. Paul Richards. Almost looks like a caricature that you might go to an amusement park and they drew this and they're like, yeah, let's just use that. Paul Richards, like he's coming out of the ground. He's got an oversized ear. That's the only card we've seen so far that is not kind of representative of what he probably actually looks like. Paul Richards, that's kind of a cool card right there. Mr. Bean says Fitzy. Mad Magazine type image right there. Cool card right there. 166 is for F.D. Harper. F.D. Harper. F.D. Harper. F.D. Harper has a redemption, guys. Here we go. We have one of the first ones. F.D. Harper. Let's see what you've got. F.D., you super chatted us earlier. I think you gave us $2. And it is paying off a little bit here with some good karma. So it is a redemption card. Yes, it's a piece of paper. So we finally have one of the hits in spot 166. Now the question is it the Mantle or the Maze? I tried to make this look legit. Sorry, my computer skills aren't that good. So FD Harper, it says, congratulations. You are due to receive a 1951 Bowman rookie card of, are you with us, FD Harper? Willie Mays, PSA 4 FD Harper with the first big hit. It's a $10,000 card. Let's go ahead and bring it in. Now, you don't actually have to like send this back to me. I kept it there because otherwise, if I put this in the envelope, you'd be clearly able to tell because it's extra. It's like 4 or 5 times as thick. So Willie Mays rookie card. Take a look at the condition of the Mays. This is a PSA 4. Goes to FD Harper. And FD Harper did provide your address. That's another reason why I had those double stars there. So you are verified. This will be coming to you with a signature confirmation and also insured. So, hey, FD Harper's there. There he is. He says, holy cow, there he is, guys. FD Harper, you're here. Now, FD Harper, I want to know, man, what are you going to do with the card? It's a $10,000 card. You could easily sell this on eBay for 10 grand right now. I think one recently sold for 12 grand in a PSA 4. Let's show FD what he's got. He's here. It says, wow, I'm blown away. Thank you, FD. You are welcome. Let's check out the back of the card. It says New York Giants Willie Mays rookie card. It says signed by the Giants after graduating from high school in June 1950. Placed on their Trenton farm team, appeared in 81 games, batting .353. Sent to the Minneapolis Millers of the American Association. For the 1951 campaign, Willie was compiling an amazing record for the Millers when the Giants called him up in the lineup for 35 games. He batted a sensational .477. 660 career home runs for Willie Mays. It is a PSA 4. Why did it get a PSA 4? Maybe there's a tiny little mark on that corner. Maybe the edge is just a little bit off. But, man, the color is great. The card looks great. It's a little off center as well. But like I said, you have a $10,000 card right here, FD Harper. I'm going to take a second here, and I'm going to send you the redemption too, in case you'd like that. Just to, I don't know, maybe you want to keep this. I don't know if you're going to keep the card. Maybe you want the redemption to remember this moment. So FD Harper at spot number 166. There we go. Joshua says, Jab's redemption card, 8 out of 10. Thanks. I did my best. I actually made it on a thumbnail maker because I couldn't figure out how to get the blue background in Microsoft. So there we go. FD Harper has this one. The Maze has been found. The Mickey Mantle is still out. Bruce says sign the redemption. If he wants me to sign it, I would sign the redemption card. And FD Harper just super chatted $20. Thank you, FD. I really appreciate that. That is the man of the hour. He has found the $10,000 Willie Mays rookie card. And the Mickey Mantle rookie card, the most valuable card in the set, is still out there. So, FD, I will likely get that shipped out to you tomorrow. Like I said, you're going to have to be there to sign for it. I'm going to insure the card. I'm also going to have a signature confirmation on it. So that way they don't just throw it in your mailbox or leave it on your doorstep. You're going to have to actually sign for it. So you'll get a shipping confirmation from stamps.com or PayPal, depending on, I might just use PayPal. That way that it's kind of like, I probably will use PayPal, so it's like integrated with your payment so that everything's all linked together there. So very, very nice one right there. FD Harper. All right. Next up, where did we leave off at? 167. Jeremy Taylor, you missed it by 1. It is a Danny Litweiler from the Cincinnati Reds. Mickey Mantle's still out there, guys. 168 for Ethan Lowe or Lau. Yeah, what if it had an expiration date? Dick Sisler from the Philadelphia Phillies. Dick Sisler. 169. This one's going to Jeremy Davis. Jeremy has a Sherry Robertson. Sherry Robertson. 170 is for Daniel Gagne, his second spot at 170. That's going to be a Billy Meyer. Billy Meyer was a manager for the Buccos back then, or a coach. Can't remember which, but Billy Meyer, Recognize that name, being a Pirates fan. I've heard it like here or there in Pirates lore, probably inside Pirates baseball or something to that extent. Next up, 171 is for Christopher Langle. Christopher has a Harry Peanuts Lowry. Peanuts Lowry, or Lowry. I love the backgrounds. Like, I find myself looking at the backgrounds of a lot of these cards. There's the Harry Lowry. Next at 172, this one's going to Sean Bailey. Sean, you have a Russ Meyer from the Philadelphia Phillies. Billy's #1, retired by the Pirates. I think Billy Meyer, maybe that's why I've heard of him. Billy Meyer, maybe the worst ever player to get his number retired. I think he was like a 260 career hitter or something like this and had a really crappy managerial record, and for some reason his number's retired. Someone look up Billy Meyer's stats. I don't know. I feel like I know about him because he's not really worthy of his number being retired, I think. 173, this is for Ryan Knuckles. Ryan has a Forrest Burgess. That's Smokey Burgess, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Catcher that would go on to play for the Pirates. Rec says, I joined your $51 Patreon today. Will I get it shipped this month? Yeah, it'll go out this month. I just shipped probably about 90% of the $51 tier as of today. There's still ones with breaks that I need to go and do. Those take a lot longer. They're all kind of like personalized. All the other ones I do like kind of like assembly line style. I can do it a lot faster. But the ones when there's like has cards with it, I have to go and double check. I have to sleeve the cards up and everything, get them all ready to go. 174 is for James Janata. James has a Ted Gray. Ted Gray from the Detroit Tigers. A good old Teddy Gray. And then we're done with that list from the randomizer, 174. We're going to pick up on 175. Let me grab the next list from the randomizer that we did at the outset of the break. Ghostface says, I'm sticking with Mantle at spot number 187. Any takers on that? 187. Are we taking bets? All right, so what do we got here? I guess, where should I put this so you can see it best? Taylor Design is at spot 175. 175. Let's see what we've got. Billy Meyer's managerial record with the Pirates was 317 and 452. Why do you have his number retired? I have no idea. 175, Taylor Design. We have Cloyd Boyer. Cloyd Boyer from the St. Louis Cardinals. Kevin, your breaks will be with the $26 tier. Yep. 176. That's for Richard Hurst. Richard has a Dwayne Pillette. Dwayne Pillette from the St. Louis Browns. Good old Dwayne. 177. This one's going to Brad Bender. Yeah, there's still some nice cards left. Who do we have left, guys? Ted Williams is still left. Mickey Mantle is still left. Warren Spahn is still left. Bob Feller is still left. What else are we missing? There's Sam Melee or Melly or Mel. I'm going to call him Sam Melee because it sounds better. Sam Melee. 177 for Brad. 178 for Sean Christensen. The Mickey Mantle is about a $17,000 to $20,000 card. Hank Bauer is a good name. Hank Bauer was a multiple-time All-Star and a very good player back then with the Yankees. You can see at 320, driven 70 runs. Hank Bauer. Very, very nice one. Spot 178. 179 for Jim Prouty. Jim, you've got yourself a Zach Taylor from the St. Louis Browns. Mantle is still out there, Sebastian. Still out there and available. Here's spot number 180. It's for Seth Gershenson, 180. You have a Tom Ferrick from the Yankees. Lots of Yankees in this set. Tom Ferrick. At spot number 181 for Michael Keane, we have a Ellis Kinder. Ellis Kinder from the Boston Red Sox. Yeah, Duke Snyder's still out there, Josiah. Good call. Duke Snyder's still missing as well. 182, we have Rob Griffin at 182. You have a Homer Dixie Howell. So Dixie Howell up next. There it is for you. Congratulations on that one. Michael, the Mantle's still missing. He's coming up. 183. It is Donovan's. Here we go. 183. You've got yourself a Johnny Sane from the Boston Braves. 20-game winner way back in the day. 184. This is for Kevin Garrett. 184. Garnett. Kevin Garnett. 52 is actually not his rookie card. The 52 Topps is technically his first Topps card. A lot of people mistakenly think of it as his rookie because it's so valuable. It's so valuable because it's a high number card, and basically all those cards from that series got destroyed because nobody was really buying cards because they already bought tons of Series 1 and Series 2. There's Clyde McCullough. There's the back of it, Pittsburgh Pirates. Catcher, Clyde McCullough, 185. This is for John Blackwell. John, you've got Eddie Pellegrini. Eddie Pellegrini from the Phillies. There's the back of the card. Eddie Pellegrini. 186 for Michael Jansta. Here we go, Michael. Michael has a Johnny Mize. There's another big hitter right there. Congratulations. That's a big name right there. Johnny Mize with the Yankees. Also, a lot of people remember him with the Cards or St. Louis. It says slugged 25 homers, driven 72 runs. Johnny Mize right there. That is a great card for, who got this one? Spot number 186. Michael Jansta, the big cat. Johnny Mize, the original big cat. Hall of Famer before Andres Galarraga. Johnny Mize is a very nice card. 187. Going to Charles Ingrao. Charles, I'm not sure how to say your last name. Danny O'Connell. Oh, man, I'm scared now. F.T. Harper's coming up again at 188. What if you get the Mickey Mantle, too? All right, F.T. Harper bought 2 spots. He already hit the maze. 188. This is why we randomize at the beginning, so that you know it's all random. He has a Ray Miller, so nowhere near the Mantle or the maze, but still pretty cool. That would have been pretty amazing if you would have hit both. F.D. Harper, one of our big winners tonight. 189 for Daniel Klein. 189 is going to be Ken Wood. Ken Wood. Coleslaw says you should do a video on how to do the Patreon stuff and how to receive the cards. Do you mean me like packaging everything up or like actually how to sign up for it? That's not a bad idea. Ken Wood from the St. Louis Browns. Next, it's spot number 190. It's for Matt Meyer. Matt Meyer has a Gene Mouch. Gene Mouch from the Boston Braves. Is that the Kevin Garnett, the basketball player? I am not sure. Okay, maybe we'll have to do that, Coleslaw. That's not a bad idea. Here's spot number 191. It's from Michael Scazzari. Michael has himself a Mickey Harris. Mickey Harris from the Washington Senators. Is Dusty in this? Dusty, I think Dusty may have a spot. I don't see him on this list. I can't remember. Maybe he's in the showdown. I'm not exactly sure. 192. This one is for Matthew Morris at 192. Ghostface says 211 will be the Mantle. And here's a very good card. Lou Boudreau, or Boudoir, depending on who you talk to. I always call him Lou Boudreau. I don't know. You'll have to let me know. Cleveland Indians and Boston Red Sox fans. And is a playing manager of the Cleveland Indians, 42 through 50. That's where he's mostly popular in Cleveland. Very nice card right there. 1948 AL MVP, says Michael. Lou Boudreau. Going to spot 192 at Matthew Morris. Matthew, thank you very much. Here's spot 193 for Brian Lewandowski. Hall of Famer Boudreau. This is going to be Del Rice. Nice short name there, Del Rice. From the Cardinals. At spot 194, we have Elisha, and you have a Irv Dusack. Irv Dusack from the Buccos. There's a back one. Kyle says, FD, you should see if Jabs can put your reaction video. Yeah, FD, if you want to, I don't know if you have a YouTube channel or not, but you could film yourself opening up and just see your reaction to the card. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be a nice, if you don't have a channel or anything, that'd be kind of a nice intro video. 195, Joe Pizzo, 195. It's going to be Eddie Mixis. Eddie Mixis from the Dodgers. Eddie Mixis. 196 from Michael Scazzari. Here it is. You have yourself a Don Newcomb. Don Newcomb was a very good pitcher for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Another nice name from this era. Considered one of the best pitchers in the business, Don Newcomb. Ghostface says, I'm sticking with 211. FD says 224 is my birthday. Okay, so maybe that'll be the number. Here's 197. It's for Lawson Bailey. Lawson has a Vern Jr. Stevens from the Boston Red Sox. Junior Stevens. 198, we have Kyle Sheely. Kyle at 198 has a Mel Queen from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Mel Queen. Michael says Newcomb and Verlander, only guys with a Cy Young Award, MVP, Rookie of the Year, and a World Series ring. That's some pretty crazy stuff right there. I didn't know that. Thanks very much for the trivia. I'll have to try to remember that. Next up, Happy Fail, who appears to be 2 years old, practicing their alphabet. And one of the moderators beat me to it, tweet time. Here's 199, Wayne Vaughn at 199. And it's going to be Billy Johnson. Billy Johnson, pitcher for the Yankees. Oh, well, not a pitcher. Maybe he's a shortstop warming up before the game there. I thought he was practicing down there in the bullpen. I see a $10 super chat just popped up. I see Ashley's also practicing the alphabet. Unfortunately, Ashley, that gets people banned. So Scott says, what a break. Great content always. Received my shipments from the Saturday Showdown. Scott Buckley was a big winner. Thanks, Eric. You're welcome. And thank you very, very much for the super chat, Scott. And I really appreciate that, man. Thanks for being here tonight to check out this Mantle come out of here. We have another Saturday Showdown, by the way. I don't know if Scott's going to be in this one, but it's going to be 5-star. All these cases are 5-star all lined up here. And we also have Mosaic Baseball, and also I think I have one case of Chrome left that we'll do as well. All right, here's 200. This is going to go to Brian Porter. Brian Porter. It's the Monty Irvin rookie card. It's card number 200, Monty Irvin. That is a great card right there. Congratulations, Brian Porter, Monty Irvin's rookie card. There's the back. Began 1950 with the Giants Jersey farm team. In 18 games, he clouded 10 home runs, batted in 33 runs, and piled up a batting average of .510. What? That can't be. I guess in 18 games, .510 is possible, but he had 33 RBIs in 10 games. So I need to go look at this guy's stat line and see if they didn't accidentally put a slugging percentage there. He was called up to the majors in a hurry in the lineup. I guess that's with the farm team. I guess that could make sense. The 1950 season was only Monte's second in organized ball. That's a really nice card right there. Monty Irvin, Hall of Famers, and rookie card. Very nice one, 200. Next, it's spot number 201, Jeremy Taylor. Up 5 times. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here. Jeremy has a Clyde Volmer. Clyde Volmer. My printing is nice. Thank you very much. I guess that's all those years of teaching, trying to make sure people can read my handwriting on the board. Spot number 202 is for Aaron Campbell. Aaron has a Hank Borowski. Hank Borowski from the Detroit Tigers. Next, it's spot number 203. RV Hopper says, I believe that I have been a sub for over a year, maybe 2. You're the best in the business. I watch all of your breaks when I have the time. Bless you. From Rod. Rod, thank you very much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. And thanks for watching for so long. It means a lot, man. Thank you so much for your support and being here day in and day out. I know some of my breaks are kind of long, so when you do have the time, I appreciate you tuning in. There's Ted Beard from the Buccos. It's spot number 203 for Boston Professionals. So basically, what do we have left here? We've got Ted Williams, Duke Snider, Mickey Mantle. Who else are we missing? Warren Spahn. I think those are the biggest 4 that I can think of off the top of my head. So maybe 4 headliner cards left. Let's go and find spot 204. It's for Michael Coleman. It is a Walt Masterson. Nice glasses on Walt. Do I know who Cy Barger is? Yeah, Cy Barger was the one that designed the 52 Topps card. He is a legend. You didn't meet Cy Barger? What's his name? Burger? Here's 205. James Roll at spot 205. A Tommy Byrne. Tommy Byrne, New York Yankees pitcher card. Tommy Byrne. Here's 206. This is for Brian Porter. Scott says, has everyone hit the like button? I just remembered to do it. Thanks, Scott. If you have hit the like button, I really appreciate that. If you haven't, I'd appreciate if you would take a second to do so. I appreciate you guys doing that. It helps the videos out with the algorithms and whatnot. There's Dave Coslow. Dave Coslow. All right, I was thinking of maybe think of Carl Berger. Now I understand. I got mixed up. 207. This is for Andrew Eaton. It's a Johnny Groth or Grouth? Johnny Groth? Probably Groth. Detroit Tigers pitcher. Bob Feller's still out there. Feller, Williams, Spawn, and Mickey Mantle. Next, it's spot number 208. This is for Jeremy Taylor. Jeremy has a Hank Thompson from the New York Giants. Henry Thompson. Next, it's spot number 209. This is for Denny Kuntzman. Denny, let's see what we've got for you. It is Jim Pearsall from the Boston Red Sox. Jim Pearsall. Mantle's got to be coming soon. Somebody predicted 211. Here's 210. This is for Chris Kelly. Chris Kelly is going to get Blix Donnelly. That's an interesting name there. Blix Donnelly. Like it. And 211 is for 52 cards by Rob G. There you are, 52 cards. And you have yourself a Duke Snider. So not the Mantle, but another one of the top cards, 52 cards. Duke Snider is up for you. I love that card. Look at that field in the background. Very, very nice. Ebbets Field there. Duke Snider, Hall of Famer. Let's take a look at the card a little bit more. 6'1.5". Definitely want to make sure you get credit for that half. I mean, as someone that's 6'4.5", I usually say, yeah, I'm 6'4.5". But very nice. Paced the National League in 1950 in base hits and total bases. Batted .321, fourth National League highest. Banged out 31 doubles, 10 triples, 31 homers. Drove in 107 runs. In 1949, Duke's first full season as a Dodger regular, he batted .292. So pretty awesome card right there. Classy fielder, strong hitter. There he is, 52 cards. Says, nice. Thanks, Jabs. Congratulations on that, Duke. I really appreciate that super chat, man. Thank you so much. So not a Mantle, but at least it's one of the better cards left. Now we only have Ted Williams, Bob Feller, Mickey Mantle. Am I missing anybody else? Here's 212, David Knutson. David has a Willie Jones. Willie Jones from the Philadelphia Phillies. Thomas says 311 will be the Mantle. Here's 213. Highball, thanks for being here. This one is Charlie Keller, and 213 is for Christopher Donnell. So Christopher Donnell, you have Charlie Keller. Next, 214 for Chad Ansel. 214 is going to be a Bobby Shantz. Nice play right there, Bobby Shantz from the Philadelphia Athletics. I feel like Bobby Shantz went on to play with the Yankees. I don't really know my Yankees from this early 50s era that well. Here's 215. Brett Marceau, Lip and Bass. Let's see what you've got. It is a Red Sheendinst, another Hall of Famer. Very nice one right there. Al Red Sheendinst, here's the back of the card. So congratulations, Brett, on this one. I did play basketball, and I was pretty good at it. Very, very nice one right there for you Cardinals fans. 216s for David Sklarz. It is a Lou Brissy, or Bricey, Lou Brissy from the Cleveland Indians. 6'4", lefty. FD says, this is a great break, not just because I got the Mays. For those of you that would like to participate in another break like this one, I've got the 74 set. Now, that has a Dave Winfield rookie card in there, and the buy-in will be cheaper. It's going to be, like, instead of one card, you're going to get probably a whole pack worth of cards. That'll be a fun one. There'll also be a whole lot less spots because, I'm going to be splitting up a set with, I'm probably going to put 8 cards per pack or something like that. But that's something I'll be working on in the coming weeks. Here's 217 for Jack Holland. Jack has a Kurt Simmons from the Philadelphia Phillies. There's the back of Jack's card. Can I do a 75 break? If I can get a nice 75 set, definitely. 218 for Frank Amos. Frank has a Allie Clark from the Cleveland Indians. There's the back of your card. 52 cards as Dodgers are killing the Bravos right now. It's just, you know, you're going to have to just sweat it out. Still got 2 games left after this. All you need is one of them. Thomas Fladine is up next. But the bad part is you're probably going to have Scherzer and Walker Buehler come up the next 2, right? Marv Rotblatt is the next one. Marv Rotblatt from the... I love that name. It's so ugly sounding, but so good because of its sound. Marv Rotblatt. Spot number 219 for Thomas Fladine, and 220 is for Greg Couples. Greg has a Jimmy Dykes from the Athletics. How much is a 52-pack worth with no cards with the packs in perfect condition? A pack wrapper from 52 Tops is worth at least $1,000. So if it's like pristine condition, it might be a little more. I remember when I was trying to negotiate for an unopened pack of 52 Tops, the guy was telling me, you know what, that wrapper alone's worth $1,000. I offered him $2,500 for the pack, by the way. And he turned me down. He wanted, I think, $4,000 for it. But I was like, look, first of all, it's Series 1, so there's no Mantle in there. Best card you can maybe find is an Andy Pafka. And I think maybe, I can't remember who the other guy was. I don't know if it was Eddie Matthews or not. I can't remember. But I was like, I just want to open it. I know that as soon as it's open, that the cards aren't going to be worth $4,000. So I think that my offer is fair, and he wouldn't do it. 221. Kevin Bellina is up next, and that's our last name on this particular list, 221. You've got a Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown from the Yankees. Man, what was the Yankees team roster back in 1950? Like 50 players? We've been seeing a ton of Yankees cards tonight. Let me get my next list. Getting down towards the end of this, that stack is getting much smaller. Alrighty, so here we go. We have Rusty Whitson up first at 222. Here we go, Rusty. It is going to be an Allie Reynolds from the New York Yankees. Allie Reynolds. Jeremy Olson at 223. Jeremy has a Eddie Whitekiss. Eddie Whitekiss from the Philadelphia Phillies. Eddie Whitekiss. At spot 224 for FD. FD Harper again, you have another spot at 224. FD Harper has an Ina Slaughter, a very good player right there. Ina Slaughter, man, he had some good stats. So another great name right there for the Cardinals. Just look at his batting averages. That guy was a beast. Here's 225 for James McGovern. It's Jim Busby. Jim Busby. Jim Busby. Next up, at 226, Ralph Thomas. Ralph Thomas, you have a Dan Bankhead from the Brooklyn Dodgers. Dan Bankhead. Here's the back of the Bankhead card. 227 is going to be for Andy McCann. Andy, you have yourself a Don Callaway. Don Callaway from the Detroit Tigers. There's the back of the card in case you want to pause and read more about Don Callaway. I show all the backs of the cards just in case we have any students out there of history want to learn more about the set and pause each card and read through it. Jim Constanti from the Phillies. Looks like he was a pitcher there, won 16 games in 1950, but that one goes at 228 to Chris Kelly. Ethan at 229, Ethan Ricci. You have, hey, that's the Ted Williams. There it is. Ted Williams, the Splendid Splinter. At spot, who got it? 229. Ethan Ricci gets this one. Ted Williams. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock now, so the Mantle's got to come out soon. A lot of you guys probably want to go to bed. Ethan, congratulations on the Splendid Splinter. Let's take another look at that card. It says, because of a broken elbow received in the All-Star game, back then the All-Star game meant, something to these guys. It was for pride. Ted was in only 89 games in 1950, but he made good use of those 89 appearances. He batted .317, slammed 28 homers, knocked in 97 runs. So he missed half the season. He's still at 28. So if he would have played the whole season, he would have hit over 50 easy. In 49, he led the league in homers with 49 runs scored, total bases, tied for the league lead in runs driven. And also, by the way, he missed a whole bunch of seasons because he went and fought in World War II, like at least 4 full seasons. Yeah, back then they used to have 2 All-Star games. You're right. I forgot about that. That's why like Hank Aaron was like a 20-something time All-Star. If you look at his stats, here's 230. This one's going to James Macchioli at 230. And you have a Vic Raschi for the New York Yankees. Yet another Yankees player. Holy cow. Talk about Yankees players. Pretty crazy stuff. Thomas says, after the Mantle's pulled, this room's going to clear out. Here's 231. This is going to Ryan Hayda. Ryan has a Tommy Glaviano. Tommy Glaviano. There's the back of the card if you'd like to read about him. Next up, it's spot 232. This is for Christopher Knobloch. Christopher Knobloch has a Virgil Trucks, who was a nice... Fire was his name. Fire Trucks. I love it. There's the back of the card for Fire Trucks. Virgil Trucks. 233 is going to Chad Bayer. Let's see. 233, Chad Bayer. 3/4 of the way done. It's Alex Kellner. Here's the back of the Kellner. You can read about that one. The saying went, spawn insane and pray for rain, because you didn't want to face those guys. Next up, Dreamer Believer says, just saw my 2 spots. Awesome. Thank you, Eric, for the opportunity. And the Cubs card and the Hall of Famer card. Big Cubs fan and Hall of Fame collector. That's perfect. So that's awesome, man. 234. This one's going to Ryan Knuckles. And it is a Ewell Blackwell. Ewell Blackwell. There's the back of the Ewell Blackwell. People putting in their guesses for the spot of the Mantle. 256 says Andrew Dolwick. Here's 235. This one is for Greg Mitsuyoshi. Here's Greg's card. It is Emil Dutch Leonard. Emil Leonard. There's the back of the Dutch Leonard card. Nice player. Good old Dutch Leonard. Next, it's spot number 236. We've got Justin Pittman. Justin Pittman has a Bob Elliott. Bob Elliott with the Braves. There's the back of his card. Bob Elliott. 237 is for Dan Zimmerman. Dan, let's see what you've got. Dan's got himself... Hey, Gil Hodges. We forgot about Gil Hodges. That's a nice one right there. Gil Hodges maybe in the dugout? I'm not sure. There's the back of the Gil Hodges. A great card right there. How do we forget about him? So who are we still missing now? Mantle, Spawn, and Feller. Should be a Hall of Famer. I don't know why he's not. Gil Hodges. Awesome, awesome card right there. Next up, 238. This is for F.D. Harper once again. F.D. already has the maze. It's not a redemption, so you don't have the Mantle. It is an Owen Friend. Owen Friend from the Browns. There's the back of your card, F.D. Harper. That's almost a little relief for me, F.D., that you didn't get both of them, because then people are going to be crying foul. Even though everything was randomized live and everything like that. Here's 239. This is for James Macchioli. This is a Hoot Evers. Hoot Evers. Walter Hoot Evers. Nice card right there. The Whitey Ford has been already pulled. Yes, indeedy. Here's 140. This is for Gurinder M. Gurinder Matheru has a Ralph Branca. Ralph Branca from the Dodgers. Here's the back of the card. Ralph Branca. Next, it's spot number 241. This is for Chris Paparelli. Chris, let's see what we can find for you. It is a Johnny Promessa. Johnny Promessa from the Cubbies. Sorry, Cincinnati Reds. Man, that doesn't look like a Cubs hat. Cincinnati Reds, Johnny Promessa. I'm glad they've fixed up that uniform snafu. Next at 242, this is going to David Knutson. David has a George Red Munger. So a Red Munger. Bronca gave up the shot heard around the world to Bobby Thompson. Have we seen Bobby Thompson yet? I don't think we've seen him yet. Next up at 243, it's for Walker Washburn. Walker Washburn. Daniel, you're welcome. Thanks for being here. That's a good one. Hank Sauer had a very, very nice career. Hank Sauer. Here's the back of the card. Chicago Cubs slugger. Is Charlie Huff rookie card in this? We haven't found the Charlie Huff yet, but Charlie Huff was probably only like 28 years old back then. The joke is Charlie Huff always looked so freaking old on all of his cards. Even his rookie card, he looked like he's like 40. Here's 244. This is for Justin Williams. Hey, you've got Nellie Fox. That's a great hit. We forgot about Nellie Fox, who was still out there. 244, Justin Williams with the Nellie Fox. Said played in 130 games for the White Sox last season. Very, very nice one. Hall of Famer, Nellie Fox. Congrats. What did the Fox say? Said Brandon. Yeah, Jerry Royce might be in there as well. Here's another one that looked really, really old all the time. Here's 245. Going to Chris Kelly. It's Pete Suter. Pete Suter. There's the back of the card. It's getting hot in here, says Fitzy, especially if you're still in the break. Every card open that's not the Mantle just means your odds of getting it go up. 246, Travis Hill. James Mickey Vernon is the next card. Mickey Vernon. Matthew says, this is my first stream, and I think I will be returning. You seem super knowledgeable, and this is a great atmosphere. Keep up the great work. Matthew, thank you very much. Now, I'll tell you, the 50s aren't my forte at all. I grew up in the 80s and 90s, but I've always been a big baseball fan, so I remember hearing stories about some of these guys growing up either on the radio. Grew up without a TV. Well, I had a TV, but no cable. I had like 3 stations. So I listened to a lot of games on the radio. Every Pirates game I was listening to the radio. So I've heard stories about these guys, some of these buckos and stuff like that. My dad telling me about some of the Yankees that he grew up and share stories whenever I can. Here's 247. It is a George Snuffy Sternweiss. Snuffy Sternweiss from the Cleveland Indians. Michael says, those you guys left, you have a 1 in 77 chance at a Mantle. Here's 248. This is for Joe Pizzo. Joe, you've got a Hank Majeski. Hank Majeski. There's the back of the card from the White Sox. Super chat from RV Hopper says, love the nicknames back in the day. Entertaining. Yeah, we've had some good ones like, what was that? Snuffy and Fire Trucks and who was the guy named Arf, like Wolf, Arf, or Doggy, I forget. His last name was like Arf, and it was something dog, some dog type name. Here's 249 from Michael. Michael has a Bill Worley. Bill Worley, the Whirly Bird from the Pittsburgh Pirates. 250. Lawson Bailey has this one. Lawson, you have yourself a Joe Adcock. Nice play right there. Joe Adcock from the Cincinnati Reds. Joe Adcock. Jeff says, somebody's life is going to change for the better in the next 30 minutes. Yeah, so we're talking about a $17,000 to $20,000 card, depending on what you look at. Now, we've seen the card sell as low as $12,000 in a PSA 2.5. We've seen it sell for over 20 grand. It all depends on who your buyer is, really. And also, a lot of people will look at the card, and you might see, like, for example, a PSA 3 sell for like 40 grand of a 52 man on a PSA 3 sell for like 60 or 70 grand. A lot of it depends on certain things that people are looking at when they buy that card, such as the centering is always a big issue. That, like, if you have a PSA 3 52 man that's centered, people are going to pay a huge premium for that. So we'll take a look at the Mantle when it comes out, and we'll discuss a little bit. I personally think the Mantle should grade higher than a 2.5, and also the person I bought it off of was shocked it didn't get at least a 4. He said, I thought for sure I was going to get a 4 on this. Here's a 251. Jason Pominski. Eddie Stanky. Ed Stanky is the next one up. Very nice one right there with the New York Giants. 252 is for Dusty. Here he is. You Dusty Collectibles fans, people were asking about him earlier. He is indeed in this break at 252. Let's see who Dusty has. Dusty has a Del Crandell. Del Crandell catcher there for the Boston Braves. Yeah, Kiner's still out there, huh? We haven't found Kiner either. Good call there, Andrew. Here's number 253. This is for Justin Cardwell. Justin, you've got a Phil Rizzuto. That's another nice name right there. Phil Rizzuto used to be the public address announcer. Remember whenever Derek Jeter would come up to the bat, it was Phil Rizzuto who said, now batting for the Yankees. Number 2, Derek Jeter. Number 2. Big says a lot of people will tell you Jabs is the best on YouTube. Thanks, man. Not snobby like some and just a great regular guy. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much for the kind words. Here's 254, Seth Belcher. Let's see what we got for you, Seth. Campanella is still out there. Wait, did we find Campy? Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. I can't remember. There's Bob Dillinger. The Campy, I think, is off condition. Bob Dillinger for the Pittsburgh Pirates. We also have that Joey Votto to give away painting. I forgot to get the box from Heather's house, and I think she threw it away. So I'm probably going to ship that in a 5,000 count box, just wrapped in bubble wrap. By the way, Bob Shepard, that wasn't Phil Rizzuto. Phil Rizzuto must have been the announcer then. I didn't really listen to a lot of Yankees, but you're right. Bob Shepard was the announcer. 255. Pablo Iglesias. It is an Alvin Dark. Alvin Dark with a big, I don't know, tent in the background. Alvin Dark for the New York Giants. I Have a Dream says, man, I would have loved to bought into this right now. 256 for Ralph Thomas. You have yourself Luke Sewell. 256. So, Andrew, unfortunately, you were wrong on the 256. It was a good guess, though. Luke Sewell, there's the back of the card. Alvin Dark was manager with the A's in the 70s. Well, I forgot about that. I probably have seen that card a couple times. 257 is from Michael Hafey, and it's going to be Jim Hearn from the New York Giants. Here's the back of the card, Jim Hearn. Next up at 258. 258. Cummins has just got back from the hospital. I just popped my shoulder out of the socket. Hey, it is a good time for a stream. I hope you're feeling better soon. We've got a Sid Gordon. Sid Gordon. Nice picture right there with the clouds in the background. Sid Gordon. All right, next up at 259. This one is for Dylan Gillespie. The last card, by the way, is for Joshua Snitker. Here's 259. Dylan Gillespie. Dylan Gillespie, we have you a Gil Cone off condition with that terrible edge. But like we've seen, most of the cards have been in great shape. There's been a few that have been like that, but not too many. Fitzy says this feels like a Saturday showdown. 260, going to Jake Bednar. You got Eddie Lopat. Eddie Lopat from the Yankees. How many Yankees cards were there? Man, Ed Lopat. Next at 261, we've got Casey Sheffield. Casey, you have yourself a Luis Aloma. Luis Aloma from the Chicago White Sox. Bill says Del Crandall just passed away this past year. Wendy, thank you very much. Stan Musial, I don't think has a card in this set. I'm pretty sure that Musial doesn't have a card. You can let me know if I'm wrong. Next up, 262, Nicholas West. Nicholas has a Joe Dobson. Joe Dobson from the Chicago White Sox. Andrew says, can I offer to buy the last envelopes before they're opened? I feel like none of these folks would want to sell their envelope right now. If they did, they probably wanted like $1,000 for it. Here's 263. It's for Daniel Schumacher from the Shoebox. Daniel Schumacher has himself a Max Lanier, catcher from the St. Louis Cardinals. So thank you very much. Kevin got the Yogi. That's right. 264 is for Sean Christensen. And you've got yourself a Joe Page. Joe Page, also from the Yankees. Probably the 50 or 60th Yankees card we've seen tonight. Man, so many Yankees. 265, Christopher Langle is up next. Christopher Langle. It's going to be it's the Warren Spahn. How about that one? Very nice. Warren Spahn, 300-plus game winner, Hall of Famer. Very, very nice card right there. Check out that leg kick. So congratulations. 265, Christopher Langle with Hall of Famer Warren Spahn. Michael says these envelopes right now are worth at least $600 a piece. So, yeah, I don't know if anybody wants to sell one of their envelopes. I don't know if I'd probably allow that at this point because it'd be too iffy. Like, what if you didn't really mean it or whatever? Here's 266. This one's going to John Torkowski. Maybe the F is silent. I'm not sure. It is a Bill Howerton. Bill Howerton. Oh, man, getting down to it. Mantle, Feller, still out there. Where are they? They should be coming soon within the next 20 minutes or so. We only have a little stack of cards left. That's it. So here we go, 267. It's for Ralph Thomas. Ralph Thomas has a Pete Castiglione. And here's the back of the card. It is Pittsburgh Pirates. Pete Castiglione. Next up, 168 for Brian Shawn. Brian has a Connie Ryan. Zach says, is that winner of the Nelly Fox willing to sell? I don't know. Maybe. Who got the... I think it was Rob G, wasn't it? Got the Nelly Fox? I can't remember. Somebody got it for sure. The Willie Mays is gone. The Mickey Mantle is still out there. And we're getting down towards the final end of the break now. We only have a few names left. I might as well cut both of these sheets. We just have this list and a bit of another list. Mickey Mantle's still out there. Bob Feller's still out there. They'll be coming soon because that's all we've got left. Literally a small handful of people. Matthew Wallach is up next at 269. Here we go, Matthew. Matthew has himself a Conrado Marrero from the Washington Senators. Here's the back of that card once more for you. How about a 55 one day? Josiah, we already did the 55, actually. We did that set break already. Here's 270, James McGovern. You need to see some paper in there for redemption. Nope, no paper. It is going to be, hey, it's Bobby Thompson. Hit the shot, heard around the world. Bobby Thompson, great player. Got a little tip-off from a lamp going on and off out in the outfield, relaying signs to him, supposedly. Nice one right there for 270 for James. 271 is from Michael Coleman. Let's see what we can find for you at 271. We've got Vic Wirtz. Vic Wirtz, Detroit Tigers. What's your largest live stream audience ever? I think it was like 3 or 4K. It might have been the first time I did like a Trout 2011 update box, or maybe it was like the 79 box. I think it might have been like 79 tops, maybe. Here's 72, 272. This is going to Brian Michael Thomas. It's Larry Doby. There's a nice card right there. Larry Doby was the first ever African-American to play in the American League and had a great career. He's actually in the Indians Hall of Fame. That's a great looking card. Look at the corners on that bad boy. Oh, man. So this is one that you probably might want to send this one in to be graded. That is an awesome looking card. I don't know what that would get, but it would grade high for sure. 272, a great looking Larry Doby for Brian Michael Thomas. And by the way, I don't have your address because you paid friends and family by accident. So don't forget to send me 1 cent goods and services so I have that in my PayPal. Next up, 273. This is for William Fine. It's a Kent Peterson from the Reds. Kent Peterson, Cincinnati Reds. Mantle is still in play, folks. Here's 275. This one's going to Daniel Gagne, if I can get this. What do we have? Oh, man, we've got an issue. We have two 275s. Oh, shoot. What did I do? What did I do? 275 is in here twice. 276, 277, 278, 279, 280. We've just hit a major snafu. 281, 282, 283, 284, 285, 286, 287, 288. How is that possible? 289, 275. Oh, okay. So what happened here? Man, I mislabeled one of these. I was like, how did that work out? Like, why did I counted 324 cards. How did they all? It's because here's why. This is supposed to be 274. The last card was 273, and then I screwed up and did 270. Man, scared the bejesus out of myself. So sorry about that. I mislabeled this one. It should be 274. So man, watch this be the Mantle now. Frick. Oh man, that was a close one. It's Alzer Zaria. I thought I had it all perfect. I counted out 324 cards, and then I did all the envelopes, and it was all perfect. But man, that scared me. I was like, all right. I was starting to think, like, what do? Do I keep the original numbers here and just buy a second Mantle for whoever missed it because of me, and just pay for my mistake that way? I'm glad that that was an easy fix. Here's 275. This one's going. The 274 is for Andrew McCann. 275 for Daniel Gagne. This is going to be for Hal Rice. Hal Rice for the Cardinals. Hal Rice. Greg says 316 is the Mickey Mantle bet. Here's 276. This is for Todd Estes. 276. Hey, that's the Campy. Roy Campanella. Roy Campanella. A little tape on it. It's one of those off-condition ones. But that is a nice one. Roy Campanella. Up for Todd, 277, Steve Bertinacci. Steve Bertinacci has himself a Wayne Terwilliger. Wayne Terwilliger. Cool name. Tough to say. Wayne Terwilliger for you. There's the back of his card. At 278, we have Amos Shank, 278. And you have a Lloyd Merriman. Lloyd Merriman fighting the sun there. Back then, I guess wearing shades wasn't all the rage. Just squint at it and see if you can catch it. Next up, 279. It is for Pete Danner. Pete Danner at 279. Pete Danner, you have a Clyde King. Clyde King for Pete Danner. Jack says, my algebra teacher's last name is Terwilliger. That's pretty cool. Kind of a rare name for sure. I don't think I've ever heard that name before. Next at 280, this is going to Christopher Mathias. Christopher, you've got yourself a Mickey Owen. Mickey Owen from the Chicago Cubbies. Mickey Owen. Next card up at 281. This is for John McDonald. John McDonald will have a Marty Marion. Marty Marion is the next one right there. Marty Marion for John McDonald. At 282, we've got Eric Gould, 282. And that is going to be a Jerry Pretty. Jerry Pretty. Yeah, that's a cool card right there. Detroit Tigers. I love looking at the stadiums in the background. Mark says, I sense some screaming in the next 5 minutes. Look, the stack is so small right now. We're almost done, and the Mantle is still out there along with the Bob Feller. Here's 283. This one is going out to Tobias. Tobias. You have yourself a Sal Magley. Sal Magley is your card. Next up, 284. Someone said 298 because of his batting average. Coleslaw says, I'm guessing it's in 284. All right. It's for Louis Mark Chevrier. Louis. Nope. It's going to be an Eddie Robbins. Eddie Robinson. There's the back. Chicago White Sox. We haven't seen too many Chicago White Sox players at all. I've seen about 100 New York Yankees, it seems like. 285. This one's for Skinner Foods. Skinner Foods, you have yourself Bob Hooper. Bob Hooper. Matthew says, how does it always come down to the last pack, just like the Trout? We'll see if it's going to be a last pack pool. Here's 286. This is for Michael Coleman. And it's Bill Rigney. Bill Rigney from the Giants. Lou Gehrig is not in this set. Lou Gehrig had passed away, I think a couple decades before this set. When did Lou Gehrig pass away? Was it sometime in the 30s? I can't remember. It was like 15 years before. 287, David Sklar's. David, you have yourself a Tommy Heinrich. Tommy Heinrich. Gary died in 41, so 10 years before this set came out. 288 is for Dan Zimmerman. Dan Zimmerman, he says, here we go. There he is. Dan Zimmerman's here. And we've got Ron Northey. James says, once it's pulled, everyone's going to leave. We have 1,036 people watching right now. Thanks for being here, everybody. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with this break. Hope you'll join us again live on Saturday night. We'll have a Saturday showdown with all these cases of 5-star all lined up, along with Mosaic and also some Chrome. Here's 289. This one's gone out to Keel Rucker. Oh, my gosh. Keel Rucker, I think you have it. It says, congratulations. 289, you are due to receive a 1951 Bowman rookie card of, wouldn't it be something if I trolled you and put some random dumb player here? It's the Mantle, you got it. Keel Rucker with the big W. Let's go ahead and show you what you've won. It was spot 289. And there it is, the Mickey Mantle rookie card. You can see the corners look pretty darn good. That one might have a tiny little, man, that was the only, I guess that corner was the worst of the four. They gave it a 2.5. There's no creases anywhere on this bad boy. I would say, like, I don't think any of these cards really that we've seen tonight are creased. This set was just in such pristine condition, cared for all these years in that binder. There's the back of the card. Mickey Charles Mantle, born in Commerce, Oklahoma on October 20th. Very, very fitting that his birthday, guys, I should have done this break yesterday, but his birthday was yesterday, and this was as close as I could get it to being on his birthday, 1931. Mickey Mantle, if he was still alive, would be 90 years old today. It says Mickey is the Yankee rookie of whom so much is expected in 1951. Everyone was talking about him during spring training, which he batted over 400. He kept on clicking when the regular season got underway. He spent most of the 1950 campaign with Joplin of the Western Association. In 137 games, he hit 383, driving in 136 runs, got 199 hits, which included 30 doubles, 12 triples, 26 homers, one of the all-time best. It goes to Keel Rucker. Keel, are you in here watching right now? Keel Rucker, we need to know if you're watching. Keel, what are you going to do with the card? Are you going to sell it, keep it? Now, this card in a 2.5, sell it. Now, you also have the option of cracking it out of the case and resubmitting it and trying to get a PSA 3 or 4. That will make a huge difference. If you get a PSA 3 or 4, it's going to even go up even higher. Right now, this card, about $17,500. We've seen it go as high as over $20,000 in this same 152 cards. Thank you very much. Very, very nice one. I don't think Keel's here. Either that or he passed out. So, Keel Rucker, where are you, man? We want to hear from you. Mickey Mantle, 357 says, I would not crack. It also costs, I think the seller of this said he cost him $600 to get this. A lot of Let's Go Brandon Chance breaking out. Very, very nice card. So, Keel Rucker, I'm going to get your name on this bad boy. Keel Rucker. Wow. There it is. So, what's left? I'm going to give you your redemption card as well in there. Keel and FD, both of those cards will be sent out, signature confirmation and insured as well. Here's number 290. Let's continue on. Bob Feller's still out there. 290 for Southpaw Captures. You just missed it. It's a Cliff Fannin and St. Louis Browns for that one. Spot number 291. It's for Wayne Vaughn. Wayne Vaughn. It's Cliff Mapes. Cliff Mapes from the Yankees. Cliff Mapes or Ma Pace. We'll see who gets the Bob Feller, though. 292. This one is going to Aaron Roach. And who else am I missing? It's a Floyd Barker. Floyd Barker, there's the front of the card. Floyd Barker. Everyone's heading to their cars now, says Tony. It's like when a band plays like they're a one-hit wonder and they open up with their only song anyone knows. 293, it's from Michael Coleman. Michael Coleman. It's a Bobby Adams. Bobby Adams. There's the back of the card. Bobby Adams. Let's get this back in there. Next up, it's spot 294. It's for Chris Kelly. Good luck to you, Chris. Chris Kelly. It's going to be a Gus Nierenhaus. Gus Nierenhaus right there. Gus Nierenhaus. For you, it's spot 295. It's for Todd Estes. Todd, you've got yourself a Jim Blackburn. Jim Blackburn from the Cincinnati Reds. Spot 296, it's Andrew Hobbs. Andrew Hobbs, you have a John Antonelli. John Antonelli from the Boston Braves. Tom says, I just want to see what's in envelope 311. 52 cards says, I came for the mantle. I'm staying for the chant. Here's 297. It's Daniel Gagne. And we've got a Johnny Schmitz. Johnny Schmitz is the last one there. Most recent one. Andrew says, now the $600 envelopes are now worth about $30 with that mantle out of the picture. 298 for Rob Griffin. It is going to be a Howie Judson. Howie Judson. Josh says, best break yet. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It was definitely fun to look at all these cards. I had fun putting these all in here, and I've already looked at all these cards in depth. Harry Brechin is the next one. Brechin from the St. Louis Cardinals. Card number 299 going to Ray Patterson. So, Ray, thank you very much. And at 300, it's for Jeremy Walker. So we're into the final 24 cards. Jeremy has a Sam Jethro. Sam Jethro. There's the back. Boston Braves. 301. Going to Kyle Poppy. Kyle Poppy at 301. You've got Eddie Kasich. Eddie Kasich, St. Louis Cardinals. Bob Feller is going to be coming within the next few cards, or at least next 22 cards. 302 is for Michael Coleman. Michael has a Bob Usher. Bob Usher from the Cincinnati Reds. Fish says your breaks are legendary. The Trout, the Ricky Henderson, the Mickey Mantle, etc. You're the best. Thank you very much, man. I like doing these big breaks. We can't do them all the time, but maybe a couple times a year for sure. 303, Kevin Galloway. Kevin has a Hal Jeffcoat. Hal Jeffcoat, there's the back of the card. Chicago Cubs, Hal Jeffcoat. Spot 304, this one's going out to Jason Dixon. Jason Dixon. Chris says, is the Mantle, the rookie, the most expensive card ever pulled on the channel? Actually, it's probably the Vladdy Superfractor rookie card or the Mike Trout Gold, which went for, came back a PSA 10. Jerry Staley, but it's up there. It's definitely a top 5 card. Jerry Staley for you. It's spot number 304 for Jason. 305, David Haggart. 305, let's see what we've got. It is Les Moss. Les Moss is the next card up. Whoever got the, I don't know. I can't remember if they got it graded or not. That was, man, that was awesome. I think that was like the third 80 Topps box I opened, and I was so finally happy to pull that. Here's 306. Ryan Hayda is up next. Ryan Hayda, Tommy Wright from the Boston Red Sox. Tommy Wright. Spot number 307. 307 for Frank Shemerdla. 307. Irv Noren from the Washington Senators. Good old Irvy. All right, less than 20 cards left, folks. Here's 308. It's for Christopher Knobloch. And it is going to be Johnny LaPon. Johnny LaPon. I have his 52 Topps card, by the way. We should do a 52 Topps break one of these days. Problem is, the Mantle's going to have to be like a PSA 1 or just PSA Authentic. It's going to be pretty expensive. The Mantle card alone is worth as much as this, or it's as much as I paid for this entire set. Here's 309, Michael Coleman. We've got Monte Kennedy, New York Giants. 310 for Alton. Here we go. I think Bob Feller might be the only guy left. Virgil Stallcup from the Chicago Cubs. I should do Transcendent someday. That would be a fun one. I think those are like $25,000 a case for like 100 cards. 311, here it is. Rob waited for this one. Gabriel Rosas has 311. 311, it's going to be a Vern Bickford. Vern Bickford. Very, very nice one right there. At 312, it's Kurt Peters. Kurt Peters, Johnny Klipstein. Johnny Klipstein for the Chicago Cubs. Kurt Peters. Looks like a lot of people getting into political chat. I do agree with what people are saying and the fact that we probably shouldn't talk politics in a break. I guess I would have to make like a second channel, call it GOP Jabs, and then we could talk politics. But for right now, we don't want to like annoy like half the people watching. But thank you very much, everybody, for being here regardless. We have a Gene Bearden, Detroit Tigers, Gene Bearden. That one is going out to 313, Nicholas West. At 314, Chad Ansel. It is Art Haltman. Art Haltman from the Detroit Tigers. Art Haltman. And FD Harper's back, says, this was my first time buying into your breaks, and it was a memorable, I would say it's a memorable one. You pulled a $10,000 Willie Mays rookie card. Thanks again, great cards. Congrats to everyone. FD Harper, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Keep an eye on your email tomorrow for that shipping confirmation from PayPal with your tracking number. Again, you're going to have to sign for it. But thank you very much. I really appreciate that. FD was the one that pulled the Willie Mays. And how about that? That's definitely some awesome first-timers luck. Here's 315, Jordan Lang. Jordan, you have yourself a Gene Hermansky. Gene Hermansky. There's the back of the card. Hermansky. So that list is done. We're down to just a few cards left. Not too many left to go. Here's 316. Daniel Gagne, 316. It's Ray Boone. So that's the beginning of the Boone generations. 3 generations of Boone. Ray Boone is the great-grandfather of Aaron Boone. Very nice one right there. And you probably know father of Bob Boone. Great card. Like that one a lot. Ray Boone. Aaron Boone just signed a 3-year deal with the Yankees. He's back. Next at 317, this one's going to Nathan Dougal. And Larry Jansen is going to be for you, Larry Jansen. There's the back of your card, Larry Jansen. Next at spot 318, Matt Meyer. It's Johnny Wyrostek. Johnny Wyrostek is the next one. RV Hopper says, my dad, with Youngstown, Ohio, he used to listen to the Browns games on the radio at night. He was a fan of the game. I went to a Rays game with him. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, back then, AM radio, you could get it for miles and miles. I think like here, the Pittsburgh station, KDK AM radio 1020 used to extend as far west as the Mississippi. In fact, I remember I used to be able to listen to Yankees games on AM radio back in the late 90s. I remember being a teenager in my bed listening to John Sterling and Michael Kay on the call. I can't remember the what it was, but AM radio, it would only work at night. It would not work during the day. You'd have to wait until the very night. I don't know why that was. I don't understand radio waves and stuff like that, but you can only get the New York Yankees at night. Pretty cool. Definitely used to tune in. Gatto says, hey, this is Kyle. Oh, it's pronounced Kyle Rucker. I was calling you Kill Rucker all this time. There he is. Gato Azul. That's their username. So Kyle Rucker, who got the Mickey Mantle, there he is. He was here all along. So Kyle, what are you going to do with the card? Are you going to keep it or are you going to sell it? Man, that's quite a conundrum. So we can all, if you guys want to chat with Gato Azul, they're here right now. 319. This one's going to Casey Sheffield. By the way, we also have to give with that Joey Votto painting tonight, so don't forget about that. 319, Casey Sheffield. You've got yourself a Bob Lemon. Very nice picture right there, Bob Lemon. Justin says radio waves travel farther at night. I can't provide more reason. Yeah, I know they travel farther. I just don't know why. 320, maybe it's something to do with the sun. I don't know. Maybe the radiation from the sun breaks them apart. I don't know. Here's 320, Jeremy Walker. And Jeremy has a Herman Waymeyer from the Cincinnati Reds. All right, there's only, 4 cards left? 321, 22, 23, and 24. This will do it. Bob Feller's in one of these. Walker Washburn at 321. Roy Smalley. So that's not the Bob Feller. Hey, Evlock, how's it going? Roy Smalley. 322. It's for, hey, look who's back. It's Kyle Rucker once again. He already got the mantle. And, of course, he also gets the Bob Feller. How about that? Gato Azul. You had quite a day. You've got the Bob Feller. You've also got the Mickey Mantle rookie card. That's quite a day for you. Congratulations, man. Gato Azul. So I'm going to have to insure your package for just a little more now. Bob Feller was one of the all-time greats. Congratulations, man, You had quite a break. 323 to wrap it up. We've got Michael DiCarlo. Watch Kyle also win the Votto painting. 323 for Michael DiCarlo. We have Wes Westrum. And our final card at 324. Last card that we haven't seen out of 51 Bowman, it's going to be Pat Mullen for Tobias Ackerman. That's the last one. Pat Mullen. Final card of the break. So we also have a painting to give away from Ike's Art Studio. If you haven't checked out Ike yet on Instagram, make sure you do so. He does awesome work. Also, if you haven't checked out the video from Wednesday where I showed off the Barry Bonds 87 tops that I bought, you might want to do that as well because that's how you get in on this. You have about 20 seconds to leave a comment. All right, so let's bring back this. I have it all ready to go because I don't want to spend too much time. After all, it is almost midnight, and I have to get up at 5:30 a.m. tomorrow. All right, so I'm going to cut the lights so there's not a big glare on my screen. This is for the Joey Votto painting. And let's go ahead and bring it in. So I'll zoom in on this side. This is a random comment picker. I've got the link right there. Let's go ahead. I've got the users, so get YouTube comments. I didn't really promote this giveaway that much. I didn't call it like Joey Votto giveaway in the title, so there's not like 10,000 comments. There's only 615, so a much better chance for some of you guys to end up winning this prize. Now, you do have to be subscribed to my channel. That's where it's going to get interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up my YouTube page as well. Let me go ahead and do that off camera so you don't see any of my passwords or anything like that. That wouldn't be good. I'm going to go to my YouTube studio because I'm going to go into my comments page and make sure you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, you don't win the Votto. It's as simple as that. Alrighty, so here we go. Back to this. I've got the comment page loaded up. 615. Now let's go down here and let's go ahead and pick a winner, and then we'll see if they're subscribed. It's going to go through a bunch of names. It's going to pick one random person. It's going to pick Buddy Gerhardt. Said, love the Van Slyke. He's my all-time favorite player. I would love to have him paint the 73 Rookie Cup card of Carlton Fisk. Also another PC and favorite growing up. That's an awesome card. Buddy Gerhardt, are you subscribed? Let's find out. Oh, buddy, you are subscribed. You have won it. Congratulations. You've been subscribed for a year. Thank you very much. You've got the Joey Votto painting. And that'll do it, guys. Check out Ike and check us out tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to be bringing you an Optic Choice Break. I have 10 boxes of that. I still have boxes available if you're interested. I think I've only sold like 4 of them. So there's only 10 cards per box, but 3 of them are autographs. So it's basically like Optic without all the base, and you get a bonus autograph, and there are 3 autos. So it's more auto-centered. I think I'll bring that to you tomorrow. Saturday Showdown for you guys will be coming up. Then Sunday, I might do a card show video or maybe a silver pack opening. Monday's Mystery Box Monday. On my birthday on Tuesday, I'm thinking about opening 41 packs of cards for 41 years of age, I guess. I don't have anything else to do except go to my daughter's soccer game, so I think that'd be fun to open up a bunch of packs. So that'll do it, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed this break. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday, and I will see you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.